Okay, so I'm not sure what happened, but my Mac did something really crazy. But anyway, I'm here. I'm back. So welcome everybody. Um, Want to just come on to say thank you. If you guys are here, please hit the like button and share this video. Especially tag anybody that was a part of the show. That will be most helpful. I appreciate y'all for doing that. And let them know that we are here, or I'm back. I had to reset everything. So yeah, thank you for hitting like. Please hit share. Like I said, if there are people that you know that were part of the show, please tag them for me real quick and let them know that I'm back on. Um, so what's up, Terry? I see you. Y'all say hey to me. Hey to. Oh, okay. Terry's he's tagging people. Okay, good deal. Um, this is kind of impromptu. I know I posted on my page earlier that I was going to come and do thank yous or whatever, but I didn't give y'all time, so I understand. But I want to just come on and say thank you so much to everyone who played a part in the 8th Annual Avidity Awards and for making it a great success. Um, it was a very successful show. It was a successful weekend overall, and I'm just grateful for that. If y'all are here watching me, let me know you're here so I know who's watching me. Y'all put something down in the chat so I know that you guys are watching and where you're watching from and all that good stuff. Say hey to me. Appreciate that. All right, let me get my music up just a little bit here. All right, so I can hear. There we go. Hey, what's up, sis? Hey, Gretchen, good to see you. I see. Okay, all right. I see y'all coming in. What's up, Pierre? Make sure y'all like and share, everybody. Please hit like. Please hit share so that people can know that we're on, and so that Facebook, the algorithm, can let people know that we are here. So again, if you're watching, please hit the like button. Please hit the share button so that people know that we're on, and that the algorithm will notify everybody that we're here. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that so much. So like I was saying, hey, Mama Letty is here. Good to see you. Um, so look, everybody, I wanted to just come on and say thank you guys so much for what you've done for the 8th Annual Avidity Awards. I also want to kind of give you a brief recap of the weekend, and then also want to give you some updates toward the end. Want to give you guys some updates on what's happening for the Chicago show that's coming up later this fall. And October 31st through the November 3rd, we'll be in Chicago, Illinois for the 9th Annual Avidity Awards. I know, yes, we just got done with the 8th Annual, turning around and doing the 9th. For many of you, you know already that we were set to do the 8th Annual show in October of 2023. We ended up postponing the show until January of this year, and I'm so glad that we made that decision to do that. It ended up being a great thing for us, and we ended up having a really, really great turnout across the board. Uh, and I just had to get on and thank so many people, and so y'all bear with me because I got a lot of people to thank. Um, I'm trying to wait till some more of our staff, some of our Avidity Awards team gets on board, so that way I can share with them um, my love and express my love and gratitude for them. Hey, Talasia, I see you're here. I see Terry is here from the team. I see Ronald McCrae is here from the team. Pierre is here. So thank you guys for being on. Please tag anybody from the team that you know should be on. I would appreciate that so much. Please do that. Please do that. Please do that. Let me start by doing a quick recap, and then I'll get to my thank yous, and then I'll get to my updates for Chicago. So, first of all, look, we had what? Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So 5 days of events that went on that weekend. There's a whole lot going on. But God, I'm telling you, met us at every single event that we had. I want to start off by talking about the Masquerade Sneaker Ball that we had on Thursday night, which then led into a shed. Listen, let me tell y'all something. That was so dope. All right. We had a dope second line band. For those of you that are familiar with New Orleans culture, they do something down there called the second line, which essentially means it's usually a parade of honor that they have a brass band and who would be considered the second line. And then the honoree, whether that's at a wedding, a funeral, or whatever, is the first line. And then the band and those behind it is the second line. And so anyway, part of the ball part of that feature, we had second line brass band come in and play, and they killed it. Absolutely did a phenomenal job. And then we segued into the musician singer shed, which was led by Morgan Turner. Shout out to my guy, my dude, Morgan Turner, who is our music director for the Avidity Awards. He was absolutely incredible. Gave a lot of great feedback and information to aspiring artists, producers, songwriters, you name it. They were in the building. We had a really great turnout that Thursday night. Had great food and all that good stuff. So that was the ball on Thursday night to turn into the shed. Again, shout out to my dude, Morgan Turner, who absolutely killed it, gave some great information to everybody in the place. They were asking questions. You know, I love to when artists, musicians, producers, anybody that's in the music industry or aspiring to be in the industry comes on and really gives feedback and shares questions. And so they did that. And Morgan just basically put on a masterclass that night on that Thursday night. Then on Friday, you guys, we had an amazing day of production where we were, my team and I were getting together, making sure that the awards went off without a hitch. We had a big day of rehearsals and sound checks, which absolutely went amazing. Again, Morgan Turner, shout out to our music director. Y'all, if y'all, somebody, Pierre, text Morgan and let him know we're on here. I definitely want to holler at him. If anybody wants to come on that was at the show, if you want to come on, let me know. I will send you the link. I will put the link down there. Or if you just want to come on and give some notes of congratulations or well wishes, I'm putting a link to, you can join me here live on this broadcast. There's the link right there. I put it down in the comments. Let me make sure I put it down. Okay, yeah. I think that should show up. Y'all let me know if it's showing up. Can you guys see the link to join on? If you want to come on, you can join me. But I would like for you guys to check me out. Come on and join me. Let me know if you're able to see that link. If you guys can see the link, let me know, please. Ma'ams and sirs. I tried to put it here, but I'm not sure if I'm seeing it on my side. I want to make sure you guys can see it. So if you want to come on and say hello to me, say hello to everybody else, and also make sure to see that. I don't know if y'all can see it. Can anyone answer that? Can you guys see the link to join the broadcast? If you guys are interested. Also, I'm going to post it on my Facebook page. So y'all want to check that out. If you want to come on live on the camera with me from wherever you are, that's the good thing about technology. You can join me from wherever you are at. I'd love for you to come on, especially for those of you who may, for those of you who may not, for those of you who were at the show and can give some feedback to everybody watching about how dope the show really was. I'd love for you guys to come on and talk about that. I just posted the link here on my Facebook page, and I'm saying here, if y'all want to join me live, you can do that right now. If I'm typing a caption, y'all. If you'd like to join me live right now with this recap and thank yous. Yeah, so it was lit, man. It was lit. A great weekend. Like I said, I'm just putting this here so everybody can see it, and you can join me here. Y'all click on that link and come on. Don't be scared now. Y'all come on and let me know if you guys went. Those that went to the show or went to any activities that we had over the weekend, let me know. Hey, what's up, Sean? I see you. If it's Fio, please forgive me if I said the name incorrectly. But thank you so much. I thank you for that beautiful comment. I really appreciate that. Yes, sir, Marcus Collins. You missed it, but you will be there at the Chicago show, I'm sure. So shout out to you and for doing an ad in our book. So look, y'all, I posted the link to join me here on the live, right? It is on my Facebook page. So if y'all go to my timeline, you'll see the link that you can click in and join in live on the camera. I'd like to see you guys. Y'all come chop it up with me and say hello. I also just put it down here in the chat as well, but I'm not sure if you guys see it there. But you can also go on my Facebook page on my own actual page and timeline, and you will see the link where you can click on to join me here on camera. Y'all don't be scared. Y'all come on and holler at your boy. Hang out with me for a few minutes. I ain't gonna be on there long. Just wanted to just kind of give you guys a recap and to thank you guys for all of your support. Everybody, want to thank our sponsors, Gulf Coast, Bank and Trust. We want to thank Tyrell Morris and the Morris Group. We want to thank the Institute for Music Business. Shout out to Angela Moss Poole and Corey Poole for their sponsorship and support. So many other great sponsors that were a part of the show. Definitely come in on and let me, y'all come on live and say, if you were at the show, come on and let me know. Or even if you weren't at the show, you just want to come on live here with me and say, give congratulatory words, you can do that as well. I appreciate the chat comments, but of course I would love it if you guys would also come on live with me as well and be a part of this. I know it's impromptu and I know I just kind of popped up here, but if you guys don't mind being on camera, I sent the link. Again, it's on my Facebook page on my timeline. I just posted it there. There's a link to StreamYard. You guys can go on there and click that link and you can join me here on camera. Shout out to Arthur Benjamin. I see San Diego's in the house. What's going on? Juan Bates, I see you. What's up, Christopher Hallam? I see you, sir. A few words, so I know he ain't gonna jump on the live side. But y'all come on here and holler at me and let me know that you guys are watching and celebrating with us. Let me just kind of go on and finish telling you guys on Friday. So like I said, we had a great night of production, a great day of production. Again, shout out to Morgan Turner. We absolutely have the best band anywhere. So I got to shout out to our band. Morgan Turner, our music director, who also played bass. Sean Alexander, oh my God, just amazing, just keys. Oh my God, him, Josh Brown, Pierre Vaughn on drums. When I tell you the band was absolutely lit the entire weekend, it was so refreshing to be able to have a band that came prepared, knew the material, knew the all of the artists' music, knew all of the transition music, really made that side of the production an amazing success and made it easy for me to do my job as the show producer and show director. I had to call the show, which is, something I've done in the past, but it was fun to do it in a theater setting because in the times past, I've always kind of done it, we were at other spaces, but to be able to do it at the theater, at the Jefferson Performing Arts Center was absolutely incredible. And I enjoyed it so much. Let's see. Shakita says, love the opening performance running by you. Yes. Cal wasn't our opening performance. Our opening performance was by Anthony Hall, Altar Call, but Cal and Kiwi were second. They were the second performance. And yes, it was an amazing performance. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Shout out to, again, the band. Let's shout out to the background singers. I want to give special love to Christopher Boyd, Jalea Boyd, Kayla Moss, Macretia Myatt, Jacoy Griffin, and Jerwin Land were our 6 BGVs. And when I tell y'all, they slapped all night long. Absolutely amazing. Flowed like butter, sound like butter, so cohesive in their sound, their tonal quality, the whole nine was absolutely amazing. We were in a beautiful venue. Oh my God, the Jefferson Performing Arts Center is so beautiful. Venue inside and out. So we were there. That was on Friday night. And then on Friday night, after all of the rehearsals, we had a bowling party at Bolero. So shout out to the team over at Bolero for hosting us on Friday night. Everybody was able to go bowl and network and have fun and have a good time. And then on Sunday, yes. Okay, so y'all look, I want to talk to some of you guys that were there. I know like Ronald, hey man, y'all come on. I sent a link on my Facebook page. Yeah, I'm gonna post it again in case y'all didn't see it. I'm gonna post it again. Y'all can join me live here on screen. I would love to see at least a few of you guys come online. I mean, come on, don't be scared. It's okay. All right, come on, jump on and say hi to me here on this side of. I appreciate your comments in the comment section. Thank you so much for that. But I would love you guys to join me also live, so I can see you and hear your voice. Okay, how about that? So I did just post that link again. on my Facebook timeline. Anybody that's interested in joining me here on the screen, I'd love to see your faces and hear your voices. So come on, jump on. Don't be ashamed or don't be afraid. Nobody's gonna get you. All right. So Purvis, what's going on, Purvis? Uh-oh. Purvis has got a complaint. Come on the screen and tell me what your complaint is, Purvis. But yeah, so so Friday night we had the bowling party, and then on Saturday morning, you guys, we had our very first, the inaugural Independent Gospel Music Hall of Fame breakfast. That was on Saturday morning, and we honored these legends in radio and industry. Shout out to Tracy Bethea of iHeart Radio, also to Broderick Purvis. Y'all see that him down there in the comments, and he's a little upset that he didn't get to sing, but that's all right, Purvis. You didn't get to sing. Maybe when you come to Chicago in November, we'll get a chance to let you sing something. Anyway, and also shout out to Edwin the Chef Wright, who was just an incredible encouragement with the remarks that he gave. So we had a good time. We had great singing. So shout out to Lisa Bellamy, who sung. Shout out to Cal Reeves, who sung, and all of the others. You guys were just absolutely amazing. And I want to thank the staff at Astor Crown Plaza there in the French Quarter for their hospitality with the breakfast and making sure that we were taken care of and all of that good stuff. So it was just a great, great time. And I'm so grateful for that. Let's see who else we got. Comments here from, that's Julius Pearson. Shout out to Julius Pearson and the Gospel Chorale of Chicago, winners of Traditional Artist of the Year. Much love to you, sir. Hopefully we will see you at our Chicago show coming up this fall in November. We'd love to see you there. Yeah, tune in, Derek Stevenson. Who else we got here? Lisa Bellamy's in the house. Lisa, you did a fantastic job at the breakfast and the pre-show. Good to see you as well. Who else? Awesome job. Thank you, Purvis. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for all the love and support. We appreciate it very, very much. I see y'all tagging people, telling them to come in. Thank you so much. While you're tagging people, telling them to come in, please make sure that you're hitting like and share so people know that I'm on. Because I want to make sure that everybody feels some love from the part that they played in the show this weekend. Thank you guys so much. I'm just completely grateful. So on Saturday, that was on Saturday, and then Saturday afternoon at 1:00 we had our purple carpet event. Shout out to my brother from another mother, the Micah Lee. Micah Lee, yes, was in the building, and Micah was introducing people as they were walking onto the purple carpet. Also want to shout out to all of those who interviewed people on the purple carpet for us. Thank you to Tracy Bethea, again, from iHeart, who was one of our interviewers. I also want to thank Dr. Matt Creighton for also being one of the persons interviewing on the purple carpet. Chantal Jones was there. Dina, all of you guys that were there. Santoria Black of the Weekend Praise Party, thank you so much for being there, interviewing all of our guests, all of our performers, our nominees, our staff on the purple carpet. We had an amazing time. Wasn't that purple carpet set up beautiful? Shout out to Mr. Sean, one of our sponsors, for putting that purple carpet set up together for us, the backdrop, the balloons, the whole nine. It was absolutely incredible and beautiful. And I just want to thank you, Sean, so much for all of your diligence that weekend, making sure that the decor looked the way we wanted it to look. And I appreciate that so much. You just do not know. Thank you so much. Also to our lead photographer, Ronald McCrae, who also performed at the pre-show. And I want to shout out to Kyron Cowles, who also assisted him with photography, as well as Tashay, who assisted with photography on Saturday during the main show. My goodness, I want to get in trouble for forgetting nobody, because I think everybody was absolutely incredible. Yes, Sean, the purple carpet was lit for sure. Shout out to Sean Keys, one of the nominees for Producer of the Year, who won that award last year when we were in Memphis at the 7th annual show. Sean won Producer of the Year, and he was back supporting us this particular show and was there. I see, look like somebody's joined. So, oh, that's Ronald. Ronald, okay. What's going on, Ronald?
Hey, Derek, not too much. How are you?
Man, I can't call it. I might spoil it.
Man, congratulations to you. Like, you like I said in my post the other day, you are a visionary of visionaries. It was outstanding, like from production to the professionalism and the kindness from the team. It was just an all around amazing experience. So kudos to you. You should be very proud of yourself.
Man, thank you, man. I give God all the glory, and I couldn't have done it without our amazing team at the Avidity Awards, which you are a part of, and appreciate your efforts with the photography. So you listen, you sang and you did photography, so you were all over the place.
I
And
was.
before we talk about your experience, I do want to let everybody know. Listen, everybody, I did put the link. If you want to join me live, like Ronald is here now, you can go to my Facebook timeline on my page. I put the link there where you can join in and pop on live. I would love you guys if you would come on live with me so that I can see your face and hear your voices and let you guys know, or you can tell me and the people what you enjoyed about the Avidity Awards this year, especially those of you who actually were able to attend the show or attend any of the events from this past weekend. We'd love to have you guys on to share your experience with us. And also, and even if you couldn't make it to the show for whatever reason, that's all good. You just want us to come on and send some love. Make sure that you hit that link. It's on my timeline, on my page, and you can just hit that link and be a part of this discussion. So, Ronald, tell me, you kind of were a part of this from two sides.
Mm-hmm.
You were a part of it from the artist side, and then you were part of it from the photography side. Just in your own words, tell us what it was like on both ends, just being the lead photographer as well as being an artist performing.
So, from a photographer's perspective, uh, I enjoy being able to have kind of like the behind the scene experience and really being able to engage with people, like everyone from the band to the registration, which I believe Miss Carmina was one of the registration officiants, if that's what you call them.
Yeah.
Um, and down to assisting with when they needed water, when they were thirsty, and just think the people engagement piece is so critical and so essential. And I really appreciated and enjoyed just the kindness. It kindness goes a long way.
Yeah.
And it really left an impact on me. I really felt like, wow, I feel like I'm connected to a new family here in the Avidity Circle, and meeting the different artists, and, getting like learning about where they're from, and having like one-off conversations, getting to know people. Uh, so taking pictures wasn't a hard job to do. I was so blessed to just be in the room, hear the conversation, be present while those who were being honored were being honored, learning about what it is they've done, and to be able to witness them receive their flowers while they're here was very beautiful.
I want to talk to you a little bit about, kind of drill down on something you said about the kindness factor, because one of the things that I always have as a focal point when I'm meeting with my team is we're always saying we want to elevate the experience of people who attend the show or who are a part of the show in whatever way. I'm very big on customer service, and no, we didn't. I don't think we hit every note perfectly, but we definitely do our best to make sure that we're conveying that we're excited that you guys are there. Whether you're a performer, whether you're an honoree, whether you're just a person attending the show, we definitely want to show love because we feel like that's a component. I know me personally, I hear a lot from people who say they've gone to other shows and don't really kind of feel love or don't feel the warmth and camaraderie of the evening. And so I'm glad that you brought out that you felt kindness and you felt love. And so thank you for bringing it out and sharing that. And I'll make sure we share that with the team too.
Absolutely. I think it was Morgan Turner that said that everybody here is treated wrong. I just speaking for myself, I can most definitely say that that's the experience I walked away with. And then putting on performer and artist, things were both logistical perspective, and it felt like everybody was on the same team, rooting for each other, encouraging, support. That was just the experience.
Yeah, absolutely. So shout out real quick to Shakita M. Hughes. I see John Walker Jr. is on. What's going on, John? Kyle Reeves. Listen, Kyle Reeves, let me tell you something, man. Cal Reeves, I need you to come on this live with me. All right. So I'm once again posting the link to join me here live. I wish you guys would come on live with me because I want the people to hear the experience that you all had. Also want them to, I want to hear from you directly and in person. So don't y'all be scared now. I'm putting this I'm gonna put this down in the chat, the link that you guys can hit. You can hit that link that I just posted in the chat. Make sure, and I'm going to post it here on the screen. Uh, please put it on. Please come on and tell me live how you're feeling. Like Ronald is here right now. We see him. And so shout out to him as well. And I just want to thank you again, Ronald, for just your professionalism with taking this assignment on and really giving it the care that it deserved, making sure that we were updated on when you guys would be where you needed to be, capturing all of the right notes from the event, and talk about from the photographer's perspective how important it was to capture certain parts of the show, from the back, behind the scenes to what was going on right out front.
So I think from a photographer perspective, like when it comes to like events, like you want to tell a story. Like when you think about someone's wedding day, you want to capture the essence of their big day, capture those moments that help to pictorially tell the picture of what happened. So not just myself, but also shout out to Kyron and Tasha, who were part of the team of photographers. We couldn't have done it. I know I couldn't have done it by myself. So shout out to them and a huge thank you to them. But capturing those moments were incredibly important, significant. I'm gonna have to run because I got to finish my son's bedtime.
No problem. No problem.
Just that was our goal. Let's tell the story and capture the moment as best we can. So people look at these pictures, they have a sense and a feeling they were actually there themselves.
Well, listen, thank you for coming on, Ronald. I appreciate you for sharing with us live on what's happening. Thank you again for all that you've done for us at the Avidity Awards. Hope you can join us again when we're in Chicago.
I would love
in the fall. Okay, good deal. So we'll talk more about that. But again, we appreciate all that you did for us this weekend. All right. So we will see you next time. Don't get your son to bed.
All right. Good night.
Good night. All right, y'all. That was Ronald McCray, you guys. He was our lead photographer for the 8th Annual Avidity Awards that really did a phenomenal job in, kind of spearheading and coordinating the photographers and where they would shoot and how, when, where, and why. And so I just wanted to thank him again for doing that as well. Also, shout out to my guy, Chef, Edwin the Chef Wright is in the building, one of our Independent Gospel Music Hall of Fame honorees and inductees, and so glad that he was there as well. Looks like somebody has joined, but I don't know. I don't see a picture. So who is on with me right now? Can you guys hear me? Hello. Uh-oh. All right. Well, whoever this is that's trying to join me, maybe you can refresh your screen and come back and join me again so that I can hear you. So I'm going to try to let you go and come back. All right. Also, guys, don't forget, I put the link up here. Here's the link that's on the screen right now. If you guys want to come on camera with me, I would love to have you. Come on. Pierre, where you at? Get on here. Terry, where you at? Get on here. Chef, Purvis, all of you guys, y'all click that link and come join me on the broadcast here. Just want to say thank you to all of you. And we're just here recapping what happened over the weekend. The 8th Annual Avidity Awards was live in New Orleans, and we had a wonderful time. Okay, this person is back. It says, Art. All right, Art, can you hear me? Can you see me? All right, let's see who we got here.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm with LOCF Worship.
Yes. Okay, how you doing, Art?
Doing good. Sorry, I had to mute because my daughter's doing homework next to me.
Gotcha. Okay, no problem. Understood. Well, welcome to the broadcast. Like I said, just on here. This is just something I wanted to do, to come on and thank everyone who was a part of the 8th Annual Avidity Awards weekend, whether it was a part of the main show, the pre-show, the ball, the master classes on Sunday, or if you were part of the MLK celebration we did at Dillard University. But yeah, so you're with LOCF Worship. So you guys won New Artist of the Year.
Yeah, we are absolutely still on cloud nine for that. And thank you so much, Derrick and Avidity Awards, for that honor.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, listen, congrats again. I know people said that they were surprised or shocked that that you guys won. And so, tell me, what was it that shocked you so much about winning?
You know, we you know, I mean, we do what we do for the glory of God, and you know, number one, to be nominated was already a huge honor, and we knew we had some incredible talent that
Yeah.
was in that category, and you know, everyone in that category was so highly deserving. But when we heard our name called, we were absolutely just amazed at God and excited to even be a part of such an incredible category with such incredible artists. So again, that was the surprise because we knew there were just some incredible talent there.
You know, I'll tell you this, Art. It's funny that you mentioned this because one of the things that I'm proud of is that all of our nominees, there's no really thought for who's bigger than others, or who's having a bigger year than the other person. It's really about just celebrating everyone that's a part, everyone that's in the culture of you know, the independent artist space and movement. And one of the things that I'm proud of is that I believe that our winners, as well as our nominees generally, reflect the diversity that is a part of the independent gospel artist movement. So we definitely value what LOCF Worship brings to our industry, and it was our pleasure that you guys are our New Artist of the Year for the 8th annual show.
Absolutely. I love that. I love what the Avidity Awards stand for and represent. And again, we were honored to just be a part of an incredible panel, an incredible category of impeccable artistry. So thank you for creating a space for us to be a part of that as well.
Yeah, absolutely, Art. And it's my pleasure, and it's my hope as well that you guys continue to support what we're doing here at the Avidity Awards, as well as with the Avidity Recording Academy. And speaking of which, before I let you go, Art, I want to encourage everybody watching me, make sure that you guys become part of ARA. ARA stands for the Avidity Recording Academy. This is the institution that is overseeing the policy for the Avidity Awards, how we select our nominees, how we select who performs. All of that is a part of our Recording Academy. But we also have a very heavy emphasis on education as it pertains to the music industry and the music business. So I'm going to encourage everyone, become a member of ARA. It's something that I think you all should be a part of. And I will also say this, people have already been emailing. I've gotten about 20 emails already for people asking how can they be a part of the show for next year, whether that's through performance or other means. I just want to let you guys know the first road to that is joining the Avidity Recording Academy. Okay, and you can do that by going to theavidityawards.com/ARA. All right, theavidityawards.com/ARA is how you become a part of ARA. I want to recommend that you guys do that. Again, that's the Avidity Recording Academy, and I'll put that here on the screen. There it is at the bottom. If you are interested in anything that we're doing with the Avidity Awards or through our educational platforms, you want to go join ARA. It's an annual membership. It's only $40, and the membership runs through the calendar year. Okay, so that means it starts on January the 1st, and the membership ends on December 31st of every year, and then it renews every year on the 1st of January. So again, theavidityawards.com/ARA. I want to recommend every single person to become a part of this. Let's move this movement forward. We need your support and we need your help. Pastor Art, thank you so much, man, for coming on and spending a little time with me tonight.
Absolutely. And we will see you in Chicago.
Awesome. I look forward to it. So y'all, and hey, stick around too, because we have a couple of updates about the Chicago show. We definitely want you guys to stick around so you guys can learn more about what we're doing in Chicago. So, listen, if you thought New Orleans was amazing, baby, you guys have no idea what we got for y'all in Chicago. So you definitely want to make sure you're there.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Right, thank you. God bless. All right, everybody, we're back here. So listen, again, if you guys want to join me live, I do see some people backstage that I'm going to talk to and bring up on the screen. But listen, if you want to join me on screen tonight, just to give your congratulatory well wishes, or if you were there at the show or any of those events and you want to just kind of share your experience, I did put the link there in the chat. And I also put the link on my timeline, so you guys can go to my timeline and just click on that link, and it will bring you backstage. And once you're backstage, I will bring you guys on live to talk to me. So I've got another guest on with me. This gentleman was one of our inductees into the very first inductees in the Independent Gospel Music Hall of Fame. He is the program director at Heaven 100.1 in Charleston, South Carolina. A dear friend and brother, over 41 years in radio, gospel radio. Y'all, welcome to the stage, my brother and my friend, Mr. Reverend Dr. Edwin, the chef, right? What's up, chef?
Fake news on some of that. Oh my God.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. First of all, I just want to say thank you to you before the award that was handed in my hands. Thank you for the award of being a friend. That means everything. But I just want to say thank you to you and the Avidity committee and team and staff. My daughter and I, talked about you all from the airport all the way home, and even tonight at dinner, and even when I got to the radio station, I was talking to them, and they were like, "How was it?" I said, "I'm still in shock." I had no idea that it was going to be on that magnitude or that level. First class, all the way from getting off the airplane to I call it limousine ride. It was just great, man, to have someone say, "We appreciate you." That means everything. And so, thank you, being the first class of the inductees. To my colleagues, congratulatory to every winner. The great thing was I had an opportunity to meet people who you often talk to through emails, but never had actually been in their presence. Yes. And that was phenomenal, to be there with Purvis, and not just Purvis, but sure. To Miss Pathia, to Carmina, to everyone, man, folks that I've spoken to through emails or some type of phone call or format, but never got a chance to really, be in their presence. And then the indie artists that were there, all of them were great. I was looking for them to come up and say trash, but all of them were like, man, all of them was like, man, you left me in awe, and even Ronald and I, we've developed a great friendship, talking back and forth, and he's on my Facebook Live every morning now, and yes. He's vibing, and he even offered to. He said today, man, Chef, you need to write a book. And I was like, oh boy, I've heard this. And he's like, no, man, there's so much in you that you help people that you don't realize. He said, so you need to write a book. And I said, well, I don't know where to start. And he was like, listen, call me. Let's get together, man. Let's get this book going, because you have so much stuff in you that people need to read and make it a daily monument of their reading. And so I just want to say thank you, Derrick, because my story has been, believe it or not, as much as people may not know, I've always been a person that felt less than everyone else.
Wow.
I always felt like, okay, I'm doing this, but let me stay behind the scene. I don't want people to see me. And that's been transparent. I'm being transparent. That's how I've always operated. When it came to things, I would never go to, I've been to the Stella before, but I would never go to those platforms because I just said, nah, not me. This is for the other guys. But you did something this weekend that helped launch or unleash that thing in me that's been hiding for so long, that felt like, okay, I'm okay, but I'm not whatever. And so I just want to say thank you for, taking time to recognize my 6 colleagues, especially Trace and Purvis, who was there with us, and even those that couldn't make it. I want to say to them congratulations as well. I came back talking to management at the station, and I said, listen, man, I'm gonna talk to him. They said, what happened? I said, they said to me, they said, hey, does South Carolina get a chance? I said, well, money talk, and well, I ain't gonna say what I told them, but I forgot I'm on your platform. I pray my strength in the Lord.
I keep real over here, bro, so I love it.
I told him, I said, man, it would be a great thing to have here in South Carolina. I said, remember, I told y'all he wanted to come here before when it first started. And that's okay, because sometimes it takes people a while to gravitate. Nobody likes the spinach for the most part in its raw content until it's smothered or sauteed, and then everybody go, oh, that's spinach. That's spinach. It's good for you. And so everything was superb. It was wonderful. My daughter and I, it's been a long time since we ever have traveled together. We got an opportunity to travel together, spend time, talk in the hotel, have dinner together.
So are you telling me that the Avidity Awards are bringing fathers and daughters together to travel? What?
Listen, man, I'm telling you, my daughter and I, we locally here, we do a lot of things, but we have never been on a plane together since she was probably 10 years old. That's the last time we've been on a plane together and sat and talk about life and talk about different things. And she was so impressed with Saturday night. And so she was like, man, Dad, I gotta help him. I gotta contribute something to it. And I said, yeah, sweetie, because that's part of what she loves doing, that stage managing and putting things together. She did that in school, And so, but most importantly, Derrick, thank you so much for allowing us to experience those things. Matter of fact, this was her first time to New Orleans. She's never been to Louisiana.
Oh, really?
She's been to Hawaii, she's been to Vegas, but she's never been to Louisiana. And so first thing she said was, man, Dad, we got to go back. This was a great experience. And so I just want to say again to you and to the Avidity team and family, man, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're working on our schedule, looking at some things now, how we can actually come to Chicago. That's what we're looking at. We don't need an award. We just want to show up and be in the presence,
Yes.
And man, I got to commend you. I told my HR lady, I said, listen, we got a chance to stand on the purple carpet. She said, royalty? I said, yeah, man, this was not everybody can do a red carpet, but this was a purple carpet. I said, and the crazy thing about it is Derrick talked about that purple carpet before Color Purple. I said, he's been talking about the purple carpet, but in my finite mind, I didn't thought he was going to pull it off. I thought it was just a conversation, but he had us standing on, on purple carpet and all that stuff. But I'm not going to take up all the time. It was just great. Everything was on behalf of I can speak for all of the inductees. I mean, we were treated royal, man. We couldn't ask for nothing better. Transportation. I mean, oh my God, you'd have thought Derrick sent a ride for the president or somebody. It was just phenomenal. And I pray that God restores not just your strength, but I pray that God restores the wealth and the finance that not just bills met, but your needs, your personal needs, that those things are met as well. Because I know pulling off something of this magnitude, something like this, oh man, I know for a fact. Yeah. So I say to you, man, remember what I said, you were born to be wild. You're not just.
And before I let you go, man, I got to tell you how much you inspired. I think I just saw Elton and Lonnie. Lonnie just said, thank you for that word you gave us. Let me tell y'all something. Before I let you go, can you just kind of recap a little bit of what you said to us at the induction breakfast on Saturday morning?
Sure. I talked about the fact that my life and how people who are leaders, there's a special thing that happens inside of us. And so I made a couple of points. Number one, I talked to the indie artists and I said to them, before quantity goes out, quality must go in.
That was
It
a gem.
has to have quality. If you put quality in the first project, it will birth the second project. But if you don't put quality in the first project, all you're going to do is duplicate you're going to duplicate the first mistake into the second mistake.
Wow.
So you want to put quality in it. Here's what I tell people: when you have quality material, it will make a program director play your music, or it'll make a music director play your music. See, because what happens is, if they have the called air, if they have the air of assignment and not an appointment, when they hear it, it's just something about it. You understand?
Yes.
It reminds you of the story that says, "Hush, somebody's calling my name." So when you put quality inside of your work, man, you ain't got to beg a music director to play it. You don't have to pay a music director to play it. They'll hear that song and immediately says, wow. It's almost like when you told me about Robin McGee, and I said to myself, I say, okay, let me count. And one thing I love about you didn't say, Chef, you gotta play this. You didn't say, Chef, you didn't say, Chef, I'm gonna pay you to play this. You said, Chef, I got a young lady, man. All I want you to do is listen and tell me, about it. And immediately when I heard it, I said, Derrick, matter of fact, before I called you back, I was playing it on the air. Yep. So when quality goes in, it's nothing spooky. When quality goes in, it causes something to happen in the finite minds of an individual. So always put quality. Don't worry about the quantity. Put quality. And once you put quality, it'll birth the next project. The other thing I talked about, now fast forward, was the fact that in Nigeria, in Lagos, there's a word that's called Wahala. And believe it or not, as an artist, a lot of us have Wahala. The word Wahala means troublemaker. It means somebody who's been infiltrated into your camp, but they breathe the spirit of being troubled. Every time you try to, Reverend Dr. W.B. Smith preach it and say, watch them dogs. And see, in other words, you have people in your camp that are around you, nothing you do, they're happy with. No matter how you try. So in that Wahala, you have to look into your camp, look into the folks that work with you, folks that say they're for you, and you have to kind of do a detox and make sure that you understand that. Now, the last point was I wanted to encourage you. God told me to encourage you, and that was the story of Joseph. And in certain transcript, you will find certain things written, and sometimes we'll get so passive on how a thing, religiosity and how a thing sound, but don't have the meaning of what it really means. Yeah. And so in the Bible, he calls Joseph a wild ass of a man. Simply interpreted means that he's been born to be wild. He ain't like everybody else. Kind of like you, Derrick. You've had many folks that you should have stopped long time ago, but you've been born to be wild. There's something different that happens in you that when you get to the bridge of quitting, then something comes and say you're too legit to quit. And so I encourage those that are listening. See, here's how you know that you're not supposed to do something. You don't announce that people who are not for something, they just announce they're quitting and then they quit. Those that are born to be wild, you will tell yourself, I ain't doing this no more. And by the time you wake up in the morning, something will say to you, I don't care what you said, you've been born to do this. And Joseph was born to be what he was. The problem was those that he were with didn't understand his vision. And people may not understand the avidity because they're saying, why is he doing this? Don't we have stellars? Why is he doing this? Don't we have the dove? Well, he's doing that because everybody is not stellar. Everybody is not dove. But there are those of us who are in the vein of starting out that's saying, my call, my gift is dove from God. My gift is stellar that God has given me. And you got to know what your gift is and put the quality in it so that, because at the end of the day, God gets the glory anyhow. Folk gonna talk no matter what. So I encourage those, and I didn't mean to get off into that. I'm sorry, but
no, I asked you, the reason why I asked you to do it. So first of all, y'all pardon me. I know I got other guests backstage. I see you guys back there. But I wanted you all to hear this from Chef because Chef, what you said, I don't think it was just for me. Although I know in that moment it was for me. But I wanted to share that same word with everybody watching this, because we all have, I think, have been moments where maybe we've doubted ourselves, we've questioned whether or not God really wanted us to do a thing. And I think they need to hear this. When you said this to me, the Wahala and Born to Be Wild, the first thing I thought about was when God said, I'm going to set you up to do this in a way nobody's ever done it before.
Right.
I want to talk to visionaries out there. If you are a visionary leader, understand that nobody gets the beauty of a thing when it's in its infancy.
Not at all.
Real quick, Chef, before I let you go, the Mona Lisa, when it was first created by Leonardo da Vinci, everybody hated it.
Yep.
Now, it is considered one of the most valuable art pieces in the world, one of the most coveted art pieces in the world. My point is to everybody watching this, sometimes the brand of talent that you have, it takes a while to catch on. And you just got to keep moving forward and establishing yourself in that place. My good friend, Dr. Bobby Parker, says it this way. He says, you got to put yourself in the way. And a lot of times people don't realize, it's like that song on an album you hear, you may not have got it the first couple times you heard it, but
right.
Listening to that thing, the genius of that song starts to make sense to you, and you start to really appreciate it. I want to just share to everybody watching this, and Chef, I'll give you the final word on this before we move on to our next guest, and say, continue to be encouraged and move forward and do what God told you to do. But what's the last thing you want to say to us?
I close with this. B. Slade has a song that says nothing at all. And in that song, when he talks about nothing at all, when I first heard it, I was like, oh man, come on, B, what is this song? And I kept playing the song over and over again. Yeah. Then I took the equation of what he said. He said 99 and a half. Here's what people don't realize. If you're at 99 and a half, then I promise you ain't far off. So whatever you've been doing, if you've been doing it for a while and you said, man, I'm only at 99, I promise you're closer to your destination than what you think you are. And all you got to do now is look at the man in the mirror and make that change. Wow. And life will work itself out. Again, thank you so much, Derrick. Thank your committee for me. To every one of the staff, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, we want to say thank you for this gentleman. Everybody has been in gospel radio for 41 years. Has consistently been a champion of independent gospel recording artists.
Yes.
I want to encourage all of you, if you are an artist watching me, make sure that you connect with him. He's under Radio Chef Wright on Facebook. Y'all, he drops wisdom every day on his page. Y'all make sure y'all connect with him. And I promise you, he is a friend of independent artists. Chef, we love you, man. Congrats again on being inducted into the Independent Gospel Music Hall of Fame. And I'll be seeing you very soon at the anniversary and appreciation he's got coming up. Tell us real quick, what's coming up for you that we're going to be honoring you there in Charleston.
Yeah, February the 24th, there is the Legend Tour that's coming to Charleston. Fred Hammond, Hezekiah Walker, and Donnie McKirkland, along with Jarrell Smalls and Javetta Campbell. It's going to be at our Performing Arts Center. It's big, it's huge, and they're just pausing to say, the chef, man, thank you. We appreciate you. Can we work together? And so I'm excited. And those that are close by or those that would like to, you can go to any one of our radio station page. You can go to heavenradiofm.com, or you can go to Star 99.7. And it has all of the information there. And as Derrick says, I'm on WSPO on Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. You can catch me there. And then my Facebook segue that I does on Monday through Thursday, it starts around about 8:30. And then we just have we play music and have a conversation. And so,
boy, what a conversation it is, man. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out. Chef, again, thank you so much, man, for being on with us tonight. We love you. We salute you. We honor you. You are that dude. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up in the chat for Edwin. We call him the chef.
That's it. That's it.
He's up on that radio, man. He cooks it up for us Monday through Friday. Y'all go check him out on Heaven 100.1. Love you, Chef.
Love you. Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir. All right, folks, we moving on. We moving this train on. Okay, this gentleman, y'all, he is a part of our band. He is a drummer par excellence. He is that dude over there making it happen on the drums. Y'all welcome to the show, my brother Pierre, the new guy. Vaughn,
What's going on? Can you hear me good?
I hear you.
Okay, cool. What's going on,
I
man?
know
How you feeling?
cool. I know you cool, and you suave and debonair, but you can speak up a little bit. We got you.
You know what? See, I don't even do this, and the fact that I'm doing this for you, because you
I
know
know.
how
I
you know
know it.
how.
I appreciate you.
Well, no, I'm grateful, man. I'm definitely grateful just to be on here with you. I'm grateful for the opportunity that you given me just to be a part of this thing. So it's been really cool.
Yeah, yeah. Well, listen. So you play drums and have for the last what? Now I think this is your fourth or fifth
Hmm.
year playing with us. Actually, no, this is your fifth year. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
Third, fourth, fifth.
yes,
Yeah. So this is your
yes.
fifth year. So talk about your experience. Of course, I know you've been with us a little while, but of course, we have a new band this particular year, and
Hmm.
production with, or rather, our MD with Morgan Turner leading the charge. Talk about your experience with the Avidities this year.
The experience, I would say, was an experience for me. It was, I want to say, smooth, very smooth, a lot smoother. And don't get me wrong, the past Avidity Awards have been great, phenomenal. But this one, for some reason, was very smooth. The conversations, the meeting new people, the rehearsals was smooth. Rehearsal with B Slade was challenging, but very smooth. Um, the artists were amazing. The MD Morgan Turner, oh my God, he made things so much more easy. When I got the music originally for the Avidity Awards, I mean, I'm just down there, just practicing. And when I finally, met up with them down there, he was like, "Hey, look, I know you got everything locked in, but we're gonna make this thing a little bit easier than what you've been, practicing and everything." So I'm like, okay. But when we got on stage, it was like, okay, so I see what he was talking about when he was saying making everything easy, making everything flow smoothly. Because one thing that I learned with him was I could have everything down to the T, but if one band member don't, everybody looks at the band, not just you having everything right.
Mm.
And that was a lesson in itself because that's what I'm used to. So when he was like just making sure the band is together, I definitely understood that. So I would definitely say it was a whole lot smoother, man, a whole lot of fun. And playing with, I would say I don't have a particular. I'm not gonna say I have a particular favorite out of the band, but I'm gonna tell you something. It's something about Sean Alexander. His energy is just insane, man. Like he is just amazing. Josh Brown on keys, like super dope. And then of course we all know Morgan Turner is just that dude. Uh, but my experience also with B Slade was phenomenal too because he really brought that inner dog out of me that I knew was there, but I never bring him out a lot. So he definitely brought that out of me a whole lot.
So
So yeah, it was
essentially, you're
cool.
saying that this was so even just the rehearsals were kind of like a masterclass for you as a musician, and has helped elevate your game and what you can do and what you bring to the table. Because I'm gonna tell you something, you guys as the band made me look really good. I
Um,
appreciate that.
oh man, when I say masterclass in itself, I mean we were on B Slade song for 3 hours, maybe 3 hours and 30 minutes. I mean,
Yeah,
because he's such a perfectionist, and
right.
even when we were hitting Robin's song, he was like, "Okay, let's do it again from the top." I mean, we can make sure it's perfect all the way to the T, and then he'll say, "All right, let's do it again," just to make sure we have it. And he's so creative in his mind to the point to where he will create on the spot, and you have to be ready
Yeah,
because he'll say, "Hey, we're dancing in our song, so I need y'all to be with us. I need you to be with me. You're the drummer. You bring it out. So I need us to be together." And so anything he was like, "Hey, I need you to do this." It was like I was just on top of it. I was trying to make sure I was on it because, he's a legend in the game,
sure.
and of course he was with us. I think are on the was that the fifth Avidity Awards,
It
I
was
want to
third,
say.
third show.
Yeah. So I got a chance to experience that before, but this was just on a different level. And of course, maturity with me has hit, but it was just a great experience just to see what he is like on stage, not rushing, because I think at that time he had came in the day of and we were trying to make sure everything was together. But to actually have him 2 days for 2 days straight was, well, actually, I think it was 3 days because he came in when we got there.
He came in before.
Yeah, 3 days. So just to have him to pick his brain, to see how he is as an artist was just amazing, man. It was so amazing.
Well, look, I appreciate you for just rocking with us all these years, man, and making sure that you've given us your best professionally as a musician. You've always shown up prepared, on time, ready to do your job. And like I said, you guys were so skillful and masterful at what you got musically that it really made the show look good. Part of what you guys do as musicians, you're a very integral part of the show. I don't have to tell you that, right? Because you're such a big part of the show musically, and helping us convey the message and really distribute excellence. And I just want to thank you, man, for your brotherhood, for your friendship, for your encouragement on many times you and I have spoken. And then even beyond that, what you bring to the stage, what you bring to the show. So, man, thank you, man. Love you, bro. Appreciate you.
I love you too, man.
I know this is definitely not you. So.
Absolutely not. I'm very to myself, but I really want to say I appreciate you just for the opportunity for opening this door for me, man. Like, you have really set something on fire in me, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity, the opportunities that are to come. And like you said, I'm rocking with you to the wheels fall off. So you got me.
Appreciate you, bro. Love you much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pierre Vaughn, aka the new guy. Y'all hit him up on social media. Y'all go follow him. Is a beast on drums. Hire him, book him. Look, he's available for live recordings, single recordings, studio sessions, session work, live events. Y'all book him. You will not be sorry. He's prepared. He's extremely uber talented at what he does on the drums. Y'all make sure that y'all hit my boy up, Pierre, the new guy. Boom.
Thank you, bro.
God bless, bro.
All right, bro.
All right. Let's see. I think we got some others on. Listen, everybody, if you want to join me on, I see Jay Reed. Pastor Jay Reed is on, a member of our board. It's on. Jay, I would love to have you come on camera if you can. There's the link there below. You guys can click on the chat, hit that link, and join us on camera. I'd love to hear your voice and see your face if you're able to do that. Definitely go ahead and join us. Also, shout out to Dina Newman. Good to see you. Same here. I love to see you guys that are on. Come on, Micah Lee. Definitely, Micah. Come on, man. Let me see your face and let the people hear from you and all that you did for us at the show. All right, up next, looks like we got Miss Harvest is here. I think let's see. Harvest, are you there? Are you still with us? You can unmute if you are there. So you are now on the show, on the screen.
Hi, brother. How you doing? Let me come.
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I can't complain. I don't know if you guys can see me. Let me change my background. Lord have mercy.
It's a little dark, but you're there.
Okay, let me. Is that better?
That's a little better. Go ahead. We're gonna make it work.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why my face is so dark on here. I might have to just cut the camera off. But yeah, thank you for having me on the stage. Wow,
Yeah.
It was nothing short of amazing. It was nothing short of amazing, you guys.
Yeah. So
I enjoyed it. Uh-huh.
So you performed a couple times throughout the weekend. So tell everybody what that experience was like. First of all, before you even tell us about your performance, tell us about even before you tell us your performance, tell us about what you thought about the show just in general.
Oh, in general, all I can say is spirit of excellence.
Oh, wow.
Spirit of excellence. You know, like the Bible says that what was found in Daniel was the spirit of excellence. I believe that same spirit is in you, brother. Everything was just done to a top level, high level spirit of excellence. nothing short of something that's worthy, that God will be pleased with. I mean, from the purple carpet to the production of the event, from the service, from everything was just spirit of excellence. So that's what the entire event screamed out to me as being one of the participants, as well as one of the individuals who experienced the show. Yeah, and just the platform that it provided for independent artists. We don't have that. Me being an artist, as well as me being a label owner, represent artists. I have a deep love for artists, and so just that platform for artists, something for us. There's nothing else out there like that, and that night was for us. That was a
It
night for
was.
independent artists.
I want to tell you too. I thank you for not just even coming and being supportive in that way, but even as a sponsor, you sponsored a few things, performances wise. You stayed the whole weekend and were there at everything we did. And I just want to tell you, I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Here's what I need everybody watching to understand. Without the support of people like you, Ms. Chosen, people like Anthony Jefferson, Jay Riv, all of you guys that have did some kind of sponsorship and whatever you did financially and otherwise, you guys are the reason that this show happens every year. I say it every year because everybody thanks me. And I'm like, well, that's fine. I get it because I'm the visionary, I'm the leader. But I have to be careful to say and make sure people understand. Without God, you all, the independent artists who help underwrite the show through your sponsorship, through your donations, through whatever you do, placing ads, all of it helps to underwrite our show and do the things that you guys are seeing and experiencing on that weekend. So I just wanted to thank you for your diligence, for your love for us, and for catching the vision and being a part of that. So I wanted to say thank you to you.
Well, thank you, Derrick. Yeah, I mean, that's why we sponsored, my name is Harvest.
Yes.
And, over the Harvest label, we sponsored the Christian hip hop segment because that's what we do, not just Christian hip hop, but we love that. And so, yeah, anything to help, support the vision and support you and everything that you're doing, and the vision that God has given you. I heard a lot about assignment. I got in late. I hate that I got in late on the live tonight, but about the assignment, Pastor Chef talked about that as well.
Yes.
And so I think God is big on us pursuing whatever assignment he's placed before us. And this is definitely clearly an assignment that he's given you, man of God. And you are moving forward in it, shining bright like a diamond. And it's evident. And I'm just happy and honored and humbled to even be able to be a part. That's just the truth of the matter. And I thank God for the opportunity. I thank God for the experience and networking, connecting with all of you, and just the show. You asked about the performances in the show. For those of you who did not come, who was not able to come, all I can say is, whenever you experience a performance, if the background singers all sound like they should be the headliners, it's fire. That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to the BTV, the background vocals. Woo.
Well, you know what's funny real quick about that is a lot of them are solos, are lead singers, right? And I've always thought and believed that the best background singers are actually lead vocalists themselves. And so, Robin and I, shout out to Robin McGee, who again is also a lead singer and arranger and whatnot. And I wanted to just say, when Robin came to me and said, hey, she wanted to take over that responsibility, I let her, because of course I trust her music. She's a genius. And I knew she would put together the right team. And so let's give some kudos, everybody in the chat, to Robin McGee for coordinating those background vocalists. Last year was their first year together, and then of course this is their second year together. And when I tell you, baby, they were together and flowed like butter. It was amazing. So, but look, Ms. Chosen, I want to thank you again for just coming on tonight. Thank you for your support. And look, we're gonna be calling on you real soon, because Chicago's right around the corner. So all of you guys that have sponsored, be looking for me and Elton to reach out to y'all again, because we need your support again. So we appreciate you all again. Thank you, Ms. Chosen, for coming on. And you did a phenomenal job.
Harvest brother, Derrick Harvest. You said Ms. Chosen. That was on
I'm sorry, Harvest. I keep making that mistake. Please forgive me. I'm telling y'all, I need to recoup. I need to go on vacation so bad. But please forgive me. Harvest.
That's okay.
Everybody, let's give it up for Miss Harvest, who did a phenomenal job. And even at the MLK Day celebration at Dillard University, which was absolutely incredible. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. But just thank you so much, Harvest, for correcting me. I promise it's in my head now. I got it.
You okay, brother? I love you. Thank you so much for
I love
having
you
me on
back.
the show.
Thank you for being on. Good night.
Good night.
All right, we're going to keep this thing rolling, ladies and gentlemen. We got more great guests on backstage with us. Don't y'all go nowhere, because we're having a wonderful time talking about the 8th Annual Avidity Awards. What happened that weekend was absolutely an electric night, the biggest night in independent gospel music, and it lived up to it without a question. So we are here. Shout out to all of you in the chat. Our boy Cal Reeves, who killed the stage at the main show. Ronald McCrae is here. Terry Hallam. Anthony Jefferson, who's backstage. We'll be talking to him in just a minute. We got Pastor Jay Reed. Also, we'll be talking to him in just a few moments as well. I see Kyron Cowles is there. One of our photographers from the weekend is in the chat as well. And yeah, so everyone, we love you guys. I see Manager Zoe is on. What's up, man? Good to see you. And yeah, so I'm just saying we're here. I think we got Jay Riv is on with us. I see the box, but I don't see him. Praise the Lord. Is your camera on, Brother Jay Riv? We can talk to you up next.
Yeah, my camera's on. Hold on.
All right, you like you're in the car or something?
I am in the car.
All right, so Jay Riv, everybody, we got Jay Riv. Jay Riv was one of our, well, first of all, he's one of my mentees, and he is also,
much love.
Yes, a phenomenal musician and singer. He blessed us at the pre-show. So tell us, first of all, before we talk about your performance that night, why don't you tell us what the experience was like to be a part of the 8th Annual Avidity Awards? Are you there? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I think, well, I was hearing you. Can you hear me is the question.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I was asking you to tell us about your experience at the awards this year. Okay, I think we're having some connectivity issues, so we're gonna go and come. We're gonna get Jay Riv back. I think he's out, and there's some trouble in the water somewhere. I saw AJ, and then I didn't see him no more, so I'm gonna bring on Pastor Jay Reed right quick. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, our newest board member to the Avidity Awards team and staff, and he is also a pastor. He is a legendary, iconic singer, and he is just, I mean, he's just, Jay, you are just that guy. You are an entrepreneur. You are a business person. You're an author. You're a pastor. You are a connector of people. And when I tell you, I need everybody watching this to listen to me very carefully. So much about this show could not have happened without this man that you were looking at on your screen. I know he don't care for all this stuff that I'm doing right now, but I'm going to do it anyway because I just believe in giving flowers and honor where flowers and honors are due. And he was just so pivotal and clutch on so many levels with the show, pulling the show off in New Orleans. But Pastor Jay, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Derrick. Good to see all of you guys. And of course, our Avidity team that's online. So I'm excited to have joined you this evening.
Well, I'm excited you're here because I know you're probably tired because you were running around for us in legendary fashion. And I know we use the full length and breadth of your abilities, capacity, finances, talent, and everything. So I just wanted to say publicly to you, man, we appreciate all that you have done for the Avidity Awards. Especially you joined us very late in our planning phase. And so, but you have been just so instrumental in so many ways. You've connected the dots for us on many things that we needed for the show. And I just wanted to ask you, first of all, about your time with us just as a team member, and then just your experience about the show. Because I believe this is your first time even experiencing our show. So talk about all of those things. We just want to hear what you think.
Well, Derrick, when you and I initially met about the show, coming to New Orleans, of course, I was partnering more just on the artistry side. And once having an opportunity to hear your vision immediately God began to say this is something that you need to be connected to and you needed to sow into. And so I don't believe it's by accident that, we connected even further than just on the artistry side and
Right.
being able to become a part of this team of such wonderful people, uh, great and talented people. And it's I think it was just a marriage that just that was divine, had to happen. And so I'm excited to be a part of the awards. I will echo what everyone has said. I mean, it was just uh, par excellence. Everything was wonderful, and it really was an experience for so many. And so I'm just excited to share, in the experience that everybody had, even though, we were doing hard work the whole night,
Whew.
but
Yes, we were.
just the experience and to uh, see how some artists were impacted in such a great way. I
Yeah.
mean, that to me was just the biggest, none of what we went through to make this show happen,
Yeah.
uh, you know, all of that, if it was to, again, uh, see the impact that it had at the end of the night, it was all worth it. So I'm
I
excited.
concur with you, and like I said before, man, you just were so pivotal in so many different areas of our planning, and just was so clutch in so many ways. And I'm always been a believer in giving not only flowers where they're due, but deference and respect where it's due. And I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for not only just coming in and seeing the need, but really stepping in so many ways and filling needs that needed to be fulfilled. Even some of the visual elements, how a lot of people don't notice, but Jay was instrumental in getting the balloon set up there around the purple carpet setup and working through that. And what I love about you, Jay, is that you're one of those people that will just come in, see a need, and get to work. I love working with people like that because as a leader, I was always taught that a good leader makes themselves unnecessary. And I felt like in those moments you felt empowered, and I'm glad you felt that way to be able to go on and do what you needed to do, so that when you saw the need just needed to be fulfilled, you stepped in and wasn't really necessarily bothering me with the particulars of it, but you knew, hey, we can do this. Let's just get it done. And I just want to salute you, man, again for all that you did for us, and just again, your membership in our team has just been invaluable all weekend, and we just love and appreciate you. Not to mention the fact you're celebrating your birthday today. So everybody, today is Pastor Jay's birthday. Please make sure that you guys show him some birthday love in the chat. If y'all got Cash App, y'all send them a cash. What's your Cash App, Jay? We're gonna put it down in the comments.
It's
Y'all
funny.
show him some love.
It's funny. J Reed.
Hold on, I'm gonna put it down here. $ J Reed, and that's just J Reed. All right. So here it is on screen, everybody. Y'all go show Pastor J Reed some love, and send him some chicken money, and let him get a soda for his birthday. And anyway, but I know he had his own events planned for his birthday, but for him to set his stuff aside to make sure we were good. Again, I just want to thank you, man, so much for your friendship, for your brotherhood, for just being a solid person, for being an integral person, for honoring what you said you would do. You did that and beyond. So publicly, I want to say to you, you mean the world to us here at Avidity. Thank you so much. And we're just so glad that you are here. You see AJ just put atmosphere setter. Yes, he did that too, y'all. Listen, he did all this other stuff, and then he come in and set the atmosphere for worship. So, just a phenomenal class act, man. So, but tell us, before we let you go, just what you thought, just in general, about the show, and how you felt it impacted the lives of the artists and everyone that was a part.
Man, and I mean, I think that the show is, I mean, of course, I've had an opportunity in my career to attend many, award shows. I've had the opportunity to sing on the Stellar Award stage. But this, for me, this past weekend was just something extra special. And I mean, God's hand is on the Avidity Awards. And so we are grateful to God, for giving you this vision to, make this platform, provide such an amazing platform for independent artists. And I believe that every artist, every attendee, they walked away with something valuable. Even with the pastors, of course, we're very involved with a lot of the pastors and the musical people around the city of New Orleans that was honored. Everyone had walked away, I mean, saying nothing but great positive things about that night. I mean, again, down to the excellence of service that they received, of course, the production. I mean, the band was stellar. The
Yes.
backgrounds were absolutely amazing. I mean, every artist. I mean, there are some artists immediately. On Sunday, I spent my Sunday after church going to YouTube, going to, Spotify, going to just looking up their music. And so, I mean, it was such an impactful night. And I'm not saying this loosely, and I'm sure you're not saying it loosely, and I don't want anybody else to say it loosely, but this is one of the biggest nights of independent gospel music.
Yeah.
I believe that. It's going to be an annual one night of the biggest night in independent gospel music. So I'm excited. I'm excited about the future of it and where it's headed.
Well,
And
we're
I'm just-
excited again just to have you on with us tonight, and we're also excited that it's your birthday. Now, John Walker Jr., he being messy in this chat talking about tell the people how old you are, man of God. Well, he has no shame in his game, John, because he posted the flyer, has his age on the actual flyer. So, but to humor John little messy self, don't tell him, Pastor Jay, how old you are.
We're going to keep it holy on this.
Right. So anyway, everybody, Pastor Jay Reed, advisory board member for the Avidity Awards. We look forward to you just continue to do great work with us here. And as we plan for the 9th annual show this fall in Chicago, Illinois, it's going to be absolutely electric. I'm looking forward to having everyone a part. So, pastors, we're going to let you go and finish enjoying your birthday. Thanks again for coming on and sharing love. And thank you for all you do for us at the Avidity Awards.
Love you guys. Good night.
Love you back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to roll on. Listen, my friend, my brother, my one of my, well, I guess I can say it's kind of like I'm one of my mentees too, in a way. He is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I won't hold that against him because, we don't really care. I'm from Dallas. And we don't really do Philly people, but that's okay. But I made a special exception for him, and he is an artist. Did an amazing job. Performed at the 8th annual main show, and his song "Seek Me." I'm so excited that I'm working that at radio. All of my radio friends, make sure that y'all give him some extra love this week on the radio with "Seek Me." And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the stage the fashionable, the iconically stylish Mr. Anthony AJ Jefferson. What's going on, man?
Not the fashionable. Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Good to see you, man. Listen, so you remember when you first reached out to me about working your music?
Uh-huh.
And I think you sent me a few different options of songs to consider. Mm-hmm. But when I heard "Seek Me," what did I tell you?
This is the one. He said, this is the one.
It's the one because not that the other songs weren't good, and the other songs could have done at radio, right? They could have worked, but it was like this song. I felt like it's the messaging to me, that was the most impactful. You're saying it's in your broken place, is where I feel you, where I want to be. You know, those types of messaging, I think a lot of people are needing that right now. A lot of people are hurting with a lot of things. And so I just felt like that message and telling people to seek God was so important. And I knew the message combined with the beautiful way you wrote the melody and even the background, and how the whole thing just came together, I knew it was going to be, and it hit. I mean, even at the show, like one of the favorite songs of the night for many people that gave me their feedback. So tell me how you feel now that you've done the show and now that you've experienced the Avidity Awards. Tell me about everything. Tell me how I know you had your wife with you. Tell me what you guys thought about everything.
Oh, it was great. I love the fact that everything was well thought out. Everything was well planned. It didn't give, for like an independent show. It was, you know, at the level of excellence. Not New York Fashion Week. The level of excellence. But one thing that I said to everybody was, when I came back, and I even said to my MD, I said everybody was nice. It wasn't. We had a conversation today. It wasn't. Nobody was competing from B Slade on. Like, you know what I mean?
Right,
B Slade was in the back, and it was just like everybody was really like brother and sister. And hey, do you need anything? From the walking into the sound check, and everybody greeting everybody and really warm. And the one gentleman, I told him it's going to take him so far. After every artist that went up, he said, "Do you need anything else from us?" I said, man, if you take that out, whether you lead, BGB, whatever, it was just like whatever position that I'm in, I'm going to serve it. I'm going to do it well. And I want to make sure that you're comfortable with what you have. And it made me feel that much more comfortable to go up and just have to just worry about ministering the song opposed to the band. The band was amazing. The BGBs were amazing. Robin was amazing. Just everybody was just really, really warm and welcoming. And to me, bigger than anything, a lot of times, you know, in this industry, it could be a dog-eat-dog world. You know what I mean? And people will, you know, oh, well, who are you? Or who is that? It was none of that. Everybody complimented everybody. When we put on our good threads, everybody said, man, you look nice, man. Sis, you look great. So it just was a really, really great atmosphere to be a part of. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. You know, as the founder and visionary for this, one of the things my staff, there, a lot of them are in the chat, and they will tell you, y'all back me up, team, that one of the things I emphasize to them every year, we want to be known as the customer service friendly show. Yes. Meaning that, and I often tell them that customer service is not just about an exchange of product, but it's also an exchange of ideas, and it's an exchange of attitude. I think that when we treat everyone, and Morgan even said this, our music director, which I know you know him very well. Morgan even said this, that there is no little artist at the Avidity Awards. Everybody's on equal playing field, and we treat everybody that way. You know, we want to provide the same care and attention to your set as we did to B Slade's set, right? We want to make sure that the BGV's on point for you, just as they were for him. And so I appreciate you sharing that feedback, that it was love. That's the culture that we curate. And even in our meetings, again, our team is on here, and they'll tell you, even in our meetings, we're loving on each other. We're laughing and joking and having a good time. We have a very light culture at the Avidity Awards. And my hope is, as the leader, that I model that even when I'm speaking to all of you, whether you're my client or not. And you happen to be, but there are others who aren't. But I still want everybody to feel welcome. I've fielded phone calls from some of the artists, you know, maybe if we needed to help them in another way. The whole point is to make sure that you guys feel like this is your show. It is about y'all, and it's for you. And we want you to feel like that way when you leave there. So I'm glad to hear you say that to us. And I'm glad to hear you share that as well. Talk to me about the purple carpet. So of course, you and your wife look like y'all literally stepped off of Vogue magazine there together. Just looked amazing. Looked very royal, regal. You and your wife. So talk about the purple carpet experience. What was that like, walking on the carpet and being interviewed?
It was a good time. Well, first of all, you know, we do events, so I was definitely happy to see that, you know, the execution of the purple carpet, because people do this all the time. People always want to say red carpet, purple carpet, carpet. They do all of this, and you walk in and they have a plastic backdrop and you know, 6 balloons on both sides, and you're like, you know. But literally, the level of excellence and the quality was definitely important. So that's stuff that I look at, because I do that. Because we do that. I don't do decor. But literally it was a great time. Everybody was friendly. The questions were good. The people had a lot of energy. Everybody was just, it was well executed from the introduction onto the introduction onto the carpet to the preparation of it. So when you came in, everybody knew where to go. So even with that, to me, execution was down to a science, which was great. And it was a really good time. It was a really good time. Like I said, it didn't feel at all B level. You know what I mean? It didn't give that at all. Down to the fact that the quality of the carpet was good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right?
This stuff matters when you're doing an event of that scale, because these are things that somebody, like I said, like myself and my wife who does events, they may look at. And so y'all did an amazing job. It was a good time. It was fun. Michael definitely was great on the carpet. Like, he definitely brought the energy, and it definitely set the tone for what you were, from the beginning to the end of expectation. And it was great. It was a great experience. A good time.
I'm excited about that you, again, just and I know y'all may not know this watching this, but AJ is a very direct person. He's very he shoots straight from the hip. He's not up here gassing me up just because we work together. Like, he'll tell me what he really thinks, and I appreciate you sharing that with us. I want to talk about your performance, because, like I said, when I heard your song the first time, it ministered to me personally, and I think that was kind of how I knew, because as a radio promoter and even as a radio personality and radio station owner, and I work in the industry, I hear a lot of music all the time, but I can always tell when I hear a song for the first time, if it grabs me immediately, then I know it's something on it. Like I said, all your other music was great, and it wasn't that it wouldn't have worked at radio, but that particular song, Seek Me, it immediately grabbed my heart. Like, it pulled at me. And I told you, it took me a while to get back with you about the song, because I was really just too busy absorbing and enjoying it. It took me with you to tell you what I thought about the song, because it administered to me immediately. And I said, man, this is the song. So I want to ask you, first of all, about that song, Seek Me. What does it mean to you? And then even your performance at the show, like, how do you feel like those two things kind of tie together?
Well, what's funny is when Morgan, my producer. So me and Morgan, actually, he sent it over and he was like, all right, this song is done. So he always does it. Like, he'll be up in the wee hours in the morning, and I wake up to like, yo, bro, this song is done. So when he sent it over, I was like, oh, bro, like, because honestly, Seek Me was just a song. Like, we enjoyed it. It was what we were on the record, but it wasn't like the song that we were working on. We were excited about. And when he sent it over and it was done, I was like, Morgan, I'm having a hard time. He was like, bro, I don't know. This might be it too. So it's the same thing, but initially it wasn't the single. So honestly, Seek Me was, so Morgan came up with the beat. And then when he added that lifeline piece to it in the beginning, it instantly sold me. But literally, yeah. So I was in a rough place. I was in church, and I tell people all the time, I was sitting in church, and I was in a space where I had just led worship, and I'm like, well, God, like, I'm glad that the people are getting what they need, but I'm just in a place where I'm not feeling this right now. You know what I mean? I'm glad that the people shouting, crying, screaming, but I'm in a place where I feel really broken, and I'm like, but I'm still pouring out. So I wrote the lyrics maybe 2 years before I even put it to the song. So when Morgan sent me the beat, I'm like, oh my God, I have this. I think this would be the perfect lyrics for this. And when it all came together and meshed, it just was like, wow, to see it all come to life and be birthed. But I just wrote some notes, and I wasn't even writing a song. I just was writing notes sitting in church, and everybody else was like, I just did praise and worship. They crying, screaming, and all that good stuff. And I'm just writing notes about where I am, because I'm a journaler, and this is where I am in church. And so that's what it was. The energy of of it the day of. So now it's a personal song. It's a very, very personal, intimate song to me. Just about some things that I've been through, even over the last course of the year, with the police brutality and stuff that I had to go through. So it's definitely super personal. But yeah, the energy in the room was just phenomenal. The way that everybody responded to it, it definitely confirmed everything you said. It was like literally by the time I couldn't even get into like the vamp or anything of it, and it like everybody was just connecting and resonating and standing up and clapping, and and I love that. So honestly, it was great to be in the room, and it didn't feel like a performance. It really felt like we were really worshiping together, and we were really like in an intimate moment in ministry. You know what I mean? So it was a great time, great experience. Like I said, BGBs and band, it made it so easy just to flow because they were so excellent.
Yes, indeed. So talk real quick, because we didn't hit much on this and with the others, but I do want to. You were a part of our masterclass on the next day on Sunday, and I wanted to ask you what you thought about the masterclass session. What was that like for you?
necessary, because I think a lot of times we, especially as indie artists, we get into things and we'll pay this person or we'll go to that person, but a lot of times we don't even understand what some of these terms or terminology mean. So we sit and we'll pay money into something or not pay money into something because we don't understand the necessity of it. I mean, so be able to sit amongst your peers and have somebody else ask that question that you would be afraid to ask, or have somebody answer that question like you and Micah, to be able to say, hey, this is what we've done. This is what this is for. This is the timeline. This is the reality of what it is. So even like, you know, I'm a numbers guy, so I love when somebody does. Yeah, I don't keep you preaching, talking, whatever. When you come with some solid facts, so this percentage of this, maybe you got me because you did your homework. You're not just out here trying to fluff me. So like, yeah, literally, it was a great experience. We had to leave out a little early, but even in that, like what I got, one of my sisters who came down with me, she's an independent artist as well. She was like, thank you so much for bringing me. I got so much out of this, you know, because I could tell her certain different things, or somebody could tell us certain things, but to hear it and really be in that setting and be comfortable being vulnerable was like phenomenal. Yeah, it was great. And
well,
necessary.
Man, I'm so glad. And you, like I said to Harvest, I want to say to you, you put your money where your mouth is when it came to your support and love for the show. And I know you ain't asked me to share it, but I'm gonna share it. You were a big contributor to this show, and I want to say thank you, because what I always share to artists is we rely on y'all's support to make it next level. Mm-hmm. And that support will need to continue, because one of the things that I always stress to the team is enhancing the show from where it was the year prior. And that's what we want to continue to do. We want to continue to elevate the culture of the show. We want to continue to elevate all of the production aspects and elements of the show and amplify it to a point to where my goal ultimately is that this show is kind of like the launching pad for much bigger opportunities for everybody that endures it, or not endure it, but be a part of it. And then also, one of my big goals is, as we continue to go into corporate sponsorship, is giving that as a pipeline for all of you guys into getting endorsement deals and things like that from corporation or major corporate brands. So that's where I feel we're headed. But again, without the support of people like you and others, we couldn't do that, and we couldn't put on and make it as excellent as it was. And so I want to say personally, thank you publicly too. You know, I thank you profusely privately, but I want to thank you publicly as well for your belief in what I'm doing. You and I have not been acquainted very long, but the fact that you have enough trust in me that you would put your money where your mouth is. The Bible says it this way: where a man's heart is, his treasure is there also. And for you to put your treasure there, that told me you were genuine in what you said about how you feel about this and what we're doing. So I just want to personally take this time out to thank you for that contribution and for your help with this show. So thanks, man, a lot. It really means a lot to me. Also want to say real quick, before we get out of here, everybody, yes, Elton says that support from the indie gospel recording art community means so much. Yeah, it does. I mean, it means a lot to us. Because again, this is for you guys. And one of the things that I've often been troubled by is a lot of independent artists hit me up about opportunities on our show, but they never show an opportunity to say, hey, we believe in what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And I just want to say to artists, be found guilty of supporting the thing you want to support you. That's all I'm saying, right?
That's good. That's good.
That's good, right? Like, make sure if you want our platform of support that you're showing the platform some support, because you may seem like it's a little, or it may seem like a little you, but understand that your little, when that's multiplied by thousands of y'all, then that little becomes a whole lot. And we can do a whole lot with that. And guess what? We can continue to produce a quality show that you guys can be proud of. Every time that we come forward, and when you know the Avidity name is coming out, you know it's going to be quality, right? You know you're going to have a great purple carpet or red carpet. And Chicago, I got news for y'all. We're doing a pink carpet for Chicago, so get ready. As a matter of fact, we're actually doing a multi-color. We're doing 3 carpets. We have 3 carpets this year, but our main carpet will be pink. So, but we have other colors too. So I'm just saying, you know, just doing little things. We're doing it our way. We're doing it the way we want to do it, and really giving something fresh and exciting for independent artists to be excited of. So what final thing do you want to share with this? Just your time at Avidity, your involvement personally, like what it means to you. Just any closing things that you want to say about your experience.
That is just, it's nice to be nice, and I think that's one of the biggest things that I took. somebody spoke to me and I didn't know who they were. So it's funny, that's something that you spoke about at the master's class. And honestly, when I looked up who the person was you were referring to, was somebody that walked up to me and greeted me, and we laughed and joked, and I didn't know who they were. I didn't know that they were somebody who had the pull the way that they did, and it was about somebody who had pull in a conversation about me and you that we wanted to work toward. So I didn't even know that this particular person had walked up to me, laughed with my wife and myself, and I didn't know who she was exactly. But we laughed and busted up. Now, had I been in this arrogant and rude space that sometimes we can get in, and sometimes it's just about, protection. Sometimes it's not always who you are. It just may be like, your poker face. It's so nice to be nice, because you say you never know who you're speaking to, and you never know who your next breakthrough or your next connection, or just simply who your next dollar or whatever may be, is going to come from. So it's just nice to be nice, and I'm glad that I was found being nice in that opportunity, and that she knew who I was, because definitely that could have went a completely different direction. So yeah, it's just nice to be nice. That's the best I got.
Listen, you just dropped the gem. That's sage advice. I need every independent artist listening to me to pay attention to that. And here's what I think that I want you to know too. Even if you do have a defense mechanism up, you have to understand, when you're going to industry events, I think that niceties diffuse bad situations, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's something you almost have to practice, and you have to say, when I'm getting ready to go into this space, okay, this is what I'm here to achieve. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm here to leverage. This is what I'm here to maximize. And so I appreciate what you said about niceness. And this is why I tell my team, they don't care that you've been standing on your feet. And it really doesn't matter that you've been standing on your feet for hours. This is what we signed up to do.
Yeah.
And these are our guests. And we want our guests to come and feel like they are welcome at the end of the day. And my team knows I am very strict about that. I have fired people when I have been told that they have treated people badly. That's not what we do over here. And even people that have worked with other award shows that have tried to come over there with that spirit, I'll be like, let me help you. We don't do that over here in Holiness. Okay? So you might do that over there, and that's fine, because I'm not here to govern what no other show does, but that's not what we do at Avidity. So just saying, it's that serious to me. And I think like people like Priest, or like the leader, goes the people. So I'm always happy to hear from you, and I've heard from so many already in the last couple of days that my team was on their best behavior, that they were nice, and guess what? That spills down to the other artists who we have no control over.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think what happens is when you procure an environment of nice,
you set the precedent. Yeah,
you set the tone, correct, right, and that's the environment people walk in. So even if they may have walked in with an attitude, it's like, well, you're in this energy of all this good vibe and goodwill, just kind of lightens the mood all around the board. So, anywho, I'm excited about it, man. But thanks, AJ, for coming on tonight.
Absolutely.
We appreciate your love, your support. You already know we're gonna talk, because we got the club. We got to talk about it anyway. You already know what it is. So, man, appreciate your love, your support. You did a great job on Saturday night.
Thank you.
And we will see you very soon. Y'all give it up for AJ Anthony Jefferson. I'll make sure y'all go get Seek Me, available now on iTunes. We're all Music of Soul. Y'all stream it. Y'all do all of that. And then y'all book him. And guess what? You are an amazing stylist. Tell them real quick about what you do on the styling side. I'm going to have to get you to style me now. Now I'm bigger than you. So Listen,
I got you. I used to be a big guy, man. I know exactly what grace we need. Trust me.
Okay. All right. So I'm telling you now, you are my stylist for the 9th annual show in Chicago.
Let's go.
So don't get ready. Let's work, and let's get the style in, because this night show, man. I'm trying to come on out a little bit and do something.
Listen. You already know we on that. Listen, we ain't taking no prisoners this year.
All right, good. I'm glad to hear that. So y'all make sure y'all hit up AJ. He's a master stylist, great artist, all around great guy, businessman, family man, just an all around good person. I appreciate you again for your support, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. All right. Yes, sir. God bless, man. All right, y'all, listen, Linda, listen. We've been having a good time tonight talking about the 8th Annual Avidity Awards, our recap and our thank you. Also got some updates. Do not go anywhere, because we got some updates about Chicago coming up. I know y'all want to do that, all right? But before we get to that, I got one more person backstage with me that we're going to talk to. But before I get to him, I definitely want you guys to support the brand new Avidity Recording Academy. All right, need y'all to go support that. And you can support that by going to theavidityawards.com/ARA. ARA is an acronym for Avidity Recording Academy. What is ARA? It is the preeminent independent gospel music recording academy for independent artists, creatives, and professional people. And part of our job there at ARA is to, number one, not only oversee the aspect of every aspect of the Avidity Awards, including performances, all of our policies on how we select nominees and honorees and all of that, but this year, we're placing a very heavy emphasis on education. We're going to be doing a lot of events, both virtual and in person, that's going to be geared toward helping to enhance and elevate and educate independent artists, producers, songwriters, whoever, whatever you do in the industry space, this is for you. I want to encourage you to join ARA. It is a yearly annual membership. It's only $40, okay? You ask how you can join. You're clicking that link now right there on your screen. theavidityawards.com/ARA, ARA. Join that $40 and your membership will be good all the way until December 31st. Once again, I want to remind everyone, this is an annual membership and it is the calendar year, not when you join. So let's say, for example, if you join today, that doesn't take your membership until January of 2025. Your membership ends, all memberships end on December 31st of the current calendar year. So I want y'all to take that into. So listen, get the most out of your membership now, right? By signing up today. And that way you've got the most time as a member of ARA. ARA is going to be a very important part of how we select our nominees starting this year. Also, it's how we select our honorees. All of that plays a part. So we want to know that the people that we want to honor and we want to give platform to also honor what we do and the work that we do. And we ask that you do that through membership. All major award shows have some kind of membership component, whether it's the Recording Academy of Arts and Sciences that governs the Grammys, whether it's the GMA Dove Award, GMA, the Gospel Music Association, that governs the Dove Awards, or SAGMA, which governs the Stellar Awards. All of these major award shows have some kind of membership component, and ARA is ours, the Avidity Recording Academy. We want you guys to be a part of that. I need you guys to sign up for that today. Don't delay, because guess what? On February the 1st is when we open up nominations. Yes, nomination suggestions open up, and they're going to go for 60 days from February the 1st all the way to March 31st, okay? You can submit. Now, just because you submit someone for nomination does not mean they will ultimately be nominated. So check out our website. The selection criteria is listed there, and make sure that you're a part of that, okay? So please, ma'am, please, sir, go join ARA. Be a part of something great. And guess what? As a member, you get discounts off of certain things, including show tickets. When we have sponsored opportunities, performance opportunities, you get discounts off of that as a member of ARA. So please join. For everyone who said, well, I was a member of TEGMA, yes, you were, and I thank you so much. However, when we came into January the 1st, TEGMA became ARA. And that means that all memberships for under TEGMA no longer are active or existent. They are only active under ARA. So please, you may be thinking you're already joined, but you're not. Please go make sure that you are a member of ARA, the Avidity Recording Academy. And yes, nomination submissions they begin February the 1st and they end on March 31st. Once that happens, we will announce all of the nominees for the 9th annual show will be announced on May 1st, okay? On May 1st. So I'm giving y'all some very important dates right now. If you want to submit your album or whatever for nomination, you have to submit them between February the 1st and March 31st. And then we will make the announcement via live press conference or live show, kind of something similar to this, on May the 1st, all right? So make sure that y'all check that out. Also, ladies and gentlemen, pertaining to Chicago, those dates are going to be October 31st through November the 3rd. Once again, October 31st through November 3rd. Okay, that is the Avidity Awards weekend coming up in the great city of Chicago. We are going to have our show on Friday, November the 1st. The main and pre-show will take place on Friday, November the 1st, 2024, at the Harris Theater in Millennium Park. For those of you that are familiar with Chicago, that is downtown Chicago. It's literally right behind the Bean. Y'all know the Bean sculpture that's there in the middle of Millennium Park. That is downtown Chicago, is where we're going to be. So please make sure that you guys take a look at that. We will have room registrations and all of that good stuff available beginning on February the 1st. So I'm telling you, February 1st is a very key date you want to take into mind and consider. Go to check us out on the avidityawards.com for all of those updates that will go. So you will be able to do your submissions for nomination consideration. You'll be able to join ARA on the website, and you will be able to go ahead and start registering for your hotel rooms. We're gathering that information now. My goal is to have the contracts with the hotel signed by the end of this month, and then that will be available for you guys on February the 1st. If you're planning to make your way to Chicago, please know that we have an array of events going to be happening that weekend, including, for the first time ever, we're having a quartet showcase, and it is dedicated to the honor of Dr. Zadella Mama Curtis. It's going to be an amazing night. That's on that Saturday night. Saturday day is going to be master classes. Friday day and evening will be our pre-show, our carpet, and then our main show, okay? So we're doing some things a little differently this year, but it's going to be amazing. Chicago is going to be absolutely incredible. We've got some very surprise hosts and other information that's going to be rolling out over the next few months. So y'all make sure that you're staying tuned to our website and our social media platforms. Follow us on all social platforms at Avidity Awards. All right, without further ado, my last guest here I'm going to bring on is my new mentee, who I am very proud of, and he is down there in Florida, and he did such an amazing job at our pre-show this year, and that is none other than J Riv Music. What's going on, sir? You're on mute, so unmute yourself so the people can hear you.
Hey,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm just so honored, and this past weekend was just amazing.
Good.
So
I'm glad you enjoyed it. So tell us your favorite part.
You say what now?
I'm sorry, I said tell us your favorite part. What did you enjoy the most?
I think the purple carpet was very impressive. It was a good opportunity to, like you say, practice our answers and how we talk about our music and our presentation. But honestly, the show was just amazing, man. Like I told you, every performance was stellar. Like it was really amazing. Me and my team thoroughly enjoyed ourselves for sure.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself, and I don't know, something crazy is going on my end with this internet, so y'all forgive me. It's like it's freezing on my end, but at least you can hear the audio. So I'm going to keep going. So let me ask you. You performed, I believe it's original music at the show, at the pre-show. So tell us a little bit about that and how that experience was for you.
It was great. It was great hearing. It was great hearing the responses and hearing the feedback about the music. It's a song that resonates so well with so many people because so many of us have dealt with trauma and dealt with painful experiences. So I think it was a really good opportunity. It is still a song that resonates with many people. Can you hear me and see me? Can you hear me and see me, Derrick?
try that. Are you back?
Yes, I'm here. I can see you, hear you.
All right. Okay. Sorry. I don't know what in the world just happened. But anyway, we're here. So please, so let me start this over. So
you're fine.
First of all, you did an amazing job at the pre-show.
Oh, I appreciate you.
So I want to give you kudos for that. And you did an original song, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
The
so
song's
talk a little
called
bit
No More
about
Pain.
Yeah, so talk a little bit about the song and your experience doing the song at our show.
Yeah, so the song is about the realization of pain and trauma, but the fact that we don't have to be controlled or defined by it. That in the Father, in that safe place, there is healing and restoration. So it was great seeing that resonate with so many people. And I was so honored by you that you trusted me to be the first performance of the night. So that was a big honor. I was kind of trembling in my boots a little bit, but
but you did a phenomenal job, and I'm a very direct, straight shooter. If I didn't think that, I wouldn't say it. You did an amazing job, and I was so proud of you for being the first one and being able to go out there and do such a great job. So good job, man.
I appreciate you, man. I'm already looking forward to Chicago and getting things together, and of course, just continue to work with you from day one of our relationship. You have been nothing but amazing, and I mean, just even how you embraced me after my performance, I was like, this guy's just a godsend. Like this guy's dope. And I enjoyed the workshop on Sunday, and me and my team, we love you, man. We love what you're doing. They were thoroughly impressed, and they got a lot from it as well. And also just the networking opportunities. I've made at least 5 new friends that we've been talking since the award show, you know, and that's great. That's great. Like someone said earlier, you don't get that a lot of times in this industry. But I felt very welcomed and very much accepted, and that just makes you want to share even more, you know, and it makes you as a performer bare your soul, because what we do is so spiritual, you know. What we do is so spiritual. Jay Reed just commented, I love him. I love Jay Reed. Oh my God. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Like from his vocality to his anointing to, I mean, just that guy is sensational. Yeah. And the other co-hosts you had. I mean, I just really loved everybody. Yeah. And thank you for the opportunity. I can't thank you enough. It was a deep honor for sure.
Well, I'm glad that you were able to be a part. I'm glad you were able to see value in what we do. And I want to say to you, like I've been saying to everyone else, without your support, the things that you guys do, the way that you have sown into our show, we rely on that in order to bring an excellent product to you guys. Because I think sometimes people think that this stuff just pops up and it just, you know, no, this doesn't just happen. You know, the purple carpet doesn't just stand itself up. And, you know, we require people, and then we require finance to do the things that we want to do, to make it all come together and be something that you all can be proud of and that you all can enjoy. And I'm just so grateful that you have shown your support, as well as AJ and so many others that we've seen on here. And we look forward to that continued support as we get ready for now the 9th annual show. And somebody told me, said, you must be out of your mind to do 2 award shows in 1 year. And I said, I might be, but I believe the Lord's going to help us, along with those great people like yourself.
People thought Jesus was out of his mind. People thought Paul was out of his mind. I mean, you're in great company. People thought Tyler Perry was out of his mind. People think I'm out of my mind. I mean, we just out here. We out here representing what God has called us to do, and it's a bold thing to do. And you just let me know how I can support you. You know, you're a great mentor to me, and I plan to be there in Chicago. I plan to give donations. I plan to, if I need to do a Starbucks run for you, anything like that, you just let me know. I'm here to support.
Yes, and I will thank you for bringing my Starbucks to me to the masterclass. It gave me the extra oomph that I needed to continue.
And I told them at Starbucks, I said, make sure it's right. Make sure it's right. It's specifically what he wants. I want to make sure it's right, because he needs a good masterclass.
Yes, and it was. So I appreciate that contribution there too. And
no problem.
Anyway, man, thanks again for being on. I appreciate your support and your love for us.
All right, love you, man. Glad we could connect tonight. And we'll talk soon. Take care.
Yes, sir. All right. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Robin McGee, I hate to put you on the spot, but I would love to hear from you before I sign off tonight. So if you can jump on this live, I would love to see your face. I know I can see her face right now with me saying this, that I want her to jump on. I know she's looking at me like, boy, are you out your mind? But if you are available, Robin, I would love for you to just pop on. You don't have to be on long. Just come on for a little bit and say hello to everyone. While I'm waiting on Robin, to see if Robin gonna come on or not. And let me say this. So we already told you about Chicago, everybody. October 3rd through the 20th. October 3rd, 31st. Wow, where did my mind just go? October 31st through November 3rd in Chicago, Illinois, the 9th Annual Avidity Awards are taking place at the Harris Performing Theater there in Millennium Park, downtown Chicago. So I want you guys to come on out and be a part of this. Now listen, let me say this really quickly. We are going to start our sponsorship solicitations, performance solicitations, and all of that good stuff is starting very early this year. We're starting that in February. So if you are interested in being a part of anything that we're putting forward, we're telling you now you're going to have to start early, because if you wait later down in the year, you're not going to have an opportunity. And I've already gotten, I think last I counted, it was 20 communications from a lot of people I've never heard of before, which I'm excited about, right? Artists that I've never heard about that are wanting to be a part of what we've got going on that weekend. So I'm saying the first step, everybody, if you want to be a part of anything that the Avidity Awards is doing going in the 9th year forward, you're going to want to join ARA, okay? So what is ARA? It is the Avidity Recording Academy. That's what it stands for, Avidity Recording Academy. You want to be a part of that because that is where it starts, okay? Like I said, most professional award organizations have an academy like ARA, which is to the Avidity Awards. As I mentioned, for the Grammys, it's the Recording Academy. For the Dove Awards, it's the Gospel Music Association. For the Stellar Awards, it's the Stellar Gospel Music Academy. We have the Avidity Recording Academy. You need to be a part of that. You want to take advantage, if you want consideration to be on our stage, if you want consideration for honor, or to be a part of our classes of any sort, that is what you need to do. The membership is for the calendar year 2024, which is January 1st through December 31st. It is only $40. I am asking, yes, even all my Avidity team members, I need y'all to join ARA, okay? It's $40. I know that Elton joined yesterday. I know that Terry just joined tonight, who's a member of our team, and all of our other team members. We want to make sure that we're all members of ARA, okay? We want to lead by example. We're asking other people to support this, and we're asking our team to do the same thing. So we want to make sure that we all do that. All right. You saw Elton just put here, be on the lookout for the hotel block and prepare to make your room reservations immediately, because as these room blocks fill up, you don't want to be way out in the boondocks because you didn't get on making your plans to be with us in Chicago, Illinois. Okay. All of the information from sponsorship opportunities, performance opportunities, the Avidity Indie Magazine, excuse me, those opportunities, all of that, you want to jump on that early, especially once we start our campaign out to those individuals in the Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Louis, Missouri, Detroit, Michigan, and parts of Ohio. Once the word starts to get out to those areas, they're going to be bombarding to get part of this. You want to try to get in on the ground floor and get there kind of quick so that those opportunities are available for you. Because I'm just telling you guys, once those spots are gone, I'm not going to be able to help you. It won't do you any good to come and ask me about anything, because I'm going to say, well, unfortunately, you should have been on top of this back in February when we had opened this up. Okay. Don't miss out. Be a part of what we're doing at the Avidity Awards. Make sure that you are a member of ARA. You should join tonight. Okay. Don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. Go to, and you see Elton just posted here, membership in ARA is truly an investment in building a thriving community for independent artists. Let me say something about ARA too that I think you all need to understand. as I've often said to independent artists, you guys are the silent majority. And the reason that you're silent is because there is not a consolidation of all of you behind one umbrella. This is what we're trying to change, where through this organization, we can lobby other aspects of the music industry, other entities to say, hey, independent gospel artists deserve support, deserve recognition, deserve visibility. So your membership in this gives you a covering, gives you protection, but it also gives you education and it gives you opportunities. You can't beat that. All we're asking for is $40 in an entire year. Okay. So I'm going to post the link again. All right. Thank you, Pastor Jay. I see you down there. He's saying post the link again. So here we go. We are posting it right there. There it is. www.theavidityawards.com/ARA. That's how you join the Avidity Recording Academy. That's what ARA stands for, Avidity Recording Academy. Listen, we're making a strong push this year to get a strong 1,000 members for ARA this year. All right. And I need you, and you to join. Listen, even if you're not an artist, even if you're not a producer, a singer, a songwriter, maybe you're just a gospel music enthusiast, right? Maybe you just love gospel music. Maybe you just love celebrating the gospel of Jesus Christ. You still can be a member of ARA, all right? And you can join for $40 for the year. theavidityawards.com/ARA is how you do that. That's the link there that Pastor Jay asked for, all right? And someone else who is in the chat, can you guys post that website again? theavidityawards.com/ARA. So I can take down this banner. You guys can put it in the chat there as well. But that is the website to go to, theavidityawards.com/ARA. That's how you can join. And look, we got one more final edition. I promise we're getting off after this gentleman. But I'm glad he was able to make it on because he is one of those just very, very key pivotal members of our team. There is no question this show would not have gone on without this man, period. Okay? He is a preeminent producer. Oh my God, a music director to names like Pastor John P. Key, like Zacardi Cortez, like Jason Nelson, like, oh my God, Maurette Brown Clark, to Miranda Curtis, and Brian Courtney Wilson, and so many others. And now I'm proud to say the music director for the Avidity Awards, and that is none other than the Morgan Aloysius Light Skin Turner.
Just for 1 minute, please be serious.
Okay, I'll be serious. Bro, I don't know what it is about exchange with you. It's like I can have a whole human being going on. And then as soon as I see you, it just goes out the window. Oh my God.
You got to do better, man. You can't let the people see the CEO act like this. You can't see.
I'm so sorry, man. I was really shooting to be dignified, and it just did not work.
And the shot missed.
Okay, I see Tiffany's gonna. Oh, okay, we're gonna bring Tiffany on too. Well, I'm gonna bring Tiffany on now. So okay, we're all here.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy, right. So Pierre says, bro, big
what up, Pierre? Man, I promise you, Pierre is the glue in the band. If anybody want to talk about that Avidity band, Pierre Vaughn is absolutely the glue to the whole unit. And I'm
proud of Pierre because Pierre did something I know he does not do. Pierre actually came on the camera. Listen.
When?
Never cease. Y'all missed it. He was on earlier. But he actually was on. And shout out to Soup, another one of my artists down in South Carolina. What's up, Soup? But yeah, so hey, D. Jerome Garrett, good to see you, man. How you doing? So look, Morgan, since we got you on, and you and Tiffany, we're gonna end with y'all tonight. I want you to. So of course, all this was about thanking everybody for what they did for the show, and we kind of recapped what happened over the weekend, and also talked a little bit about what's happening in Chicago this fall. And so I wanted to just get you as the music director to talk a little bit about your experience with the show this year, because this year you're in a different capacity than you were last year.
Right.
So
Yeah.
just share your experience.
As a lot of you may or may not know, last year I literally was assistant to the music director, and my capacity really was behind the scenes for everything. So, this year it was a total flip for me because I, was elevated to music director for this year. And I mean, it was such a joy to actually, number one, I still am a musician at heart. So playing is my passion. And actually being able to play with some of God, and I'm going to say this with my whole chest, some of gospel's best up and coming independent artists.
Yes.
It was a real joy to actually hear their music, see them perform it live, and actually even give a little bit of live interpretation, just for that extra sauce and extra sizzle, and really just a joy to really be a part of the team. The band, an amazing crew of guys. I had Sean Alexander, I had Josh Brown and Pierre Vaughn.
Yes.
And that was my band. We just rocked it as a 4-piece, but it's never about the numbers, it's about the quality. And I will honestly say to the entire BGV crew, led by Robin McGee, Jesus Christ, it was a stunning, stellar performance from start to finish.
Yes.
I will have to say, being in the music director seat this year, it was a real joy to honestly work pretty much firsthand with all of the artists. And really what I loved about it was the fact that my team came so prepared, it almost shocked everybody else. Like, wait a minute, we're supposed to have a 12-hour day and we're almost done in 7 hours. Like, yeah, the efficiency of just the team and the artists, they came ready to work. I mean, and you want to know what? I don't have favorites, but I got to shout out my homies, the Holy Sons. Let me tell y'all something.
and look, this is Pastor Bo here, who's
Pastor
a member
Bo's
of.
Man, look, let me tell y'all something. The Holy Sons, if you would have been in sound check rehearsal, they were so poised, and the stage etiquette, they rehearsed it. I was like, okay, they chilling this shit, Man, by the time we got to that drive on that last bit, and they came back in with that reprise, I said, oh, that wasn't rehearsed. I said, they showed out. They're my boys, though, man. But
there's Charles. He's another member of the Holy Sons.
Oh, man, what's up? I mean, and I mean, once again, not to single anybody out because everybody did such an amazing job, but really seeing the excitement of performing their own music and really just having a team behind them that they felt comfortable with. And really, I'm gonna tell you another real joy I had. A lot of the members from the groups and the artists had team members that came just to see a part. So I got to spend time with some of the band members from Holy Sons. I got to spend time with some of the management from some of the indie artists, and really just exchanging conversation and saying, man, look, what would it take to get this on the road with me? Or, what can I do to kind of up what we're doing now? So really the whole independent music community, and I thank God for Avidity, because it really is a melting pot of what gospel is really about to be. And I'm telling y'all right now, y'all see this whole ARA Academy, Recording Academy thing, you want to be a part of this. Because it is more than just a social club. It's more, it really is one of the pillar places that independent artists, musicians, producers, songwriters can get together and actually grow. And the only way we're going to grow is if we do it together. So I know I'm literally sitting here. It's funny when you were talking about the ARA. My wife is over there talking about, well, I can join the ARA too.
Yes, you can, Mrs. Turner.
not her saying yay in the background. But no.
Hercules.
I want y'all to know, Derrick is always asking where my wife is. Look, I'm telling y'all. But in all seriousness, this ARA, please consider. I'm actually going to join the academy myself, and really, if my wife wants to sign up, I'm going to admonish. And here's another thing I'll do. Was it $40 for membership?
Yes.
I'll go ahead and sponsor 2 memberships myself.
Wow,
I will go ahead and sponsor 2 memberships myself. Derrick, if people say, well, look, I want to join, whoever you deem necessary, they can join on. And I'm challenging all my other Avidity leaders. Yeah, I'm calling y'all out. Go ahead, sponsor somebody to come into the ARA, because we have to be first partakers of what we all believe in this thing. And I'm telling y'all right now, the 8th Annual Avidity Awards, I cannot wait till we get to Chicago, because if 9 was anything like 8, it's gonna be
the other way around.
Yeah, the other way. Yeah, you know what I meant. You know what I meant. Yeah, look, it's.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Look, and let me tell y'all something. Look, B Slade. When I tell it, I'm not even talking about his performance. I'm talking about his person from the time he walked into the door.
Yeah.
Never treat. You know how, and I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah.
You know how you can get with some independent, artist meeting the majors and all that stuff, and they kind of get shunned away a little bit. B literally made everybody feel like they were important. Yeah. Whether you were on camera crew, on lighting, sound, whatever, his person welcomed everybody in their respective places. He was an amazing host, an amazing person just to be around. So once again, join ARA, the Recording Academy for Avidity. Man, come on and be a part of this whole movement that's happening, because guess what? I can't speak for y'all, but I'm glad I'm in it now, because y'all see that the membership fee is only $40 a year? What you gonna say when it goes to $400 for the year? So you want to get in now. Invest early while you can afford it. Because guess what? I'm not gonna be sponsoring it when it goes to $400.
I'm gonna go out a limb and be kind of careful, saying I ain't gonna make it 400. At least some individual membership. Now for companies and certain labels, maybe yes, but but to your point, Morgan, about that, and I'm glad that you're really pushing it, because here's the thing: we really said that we wanted to make a concerted effort this year to really increase membership in ARA, not just for the sake of saying you're a part, but also so that we can move the needle. I know this for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
When you got a certain amount of numbers of people, and I can go to them and say, hey, we have a professional recording organization for and by independent artists that says, but we're asking and demanding that we have representation, seats at the table. Like I tell the indie artists, you by yourself can't do much. And maybe even you with a couple friends can't. But if you got a professional organization where we have a digital footprint, where they see that we're doing work in the industry, that can go and lobby for certain things, inclusion in the Grammys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or watch this. Wouldn't it be cool if ARA could join with the Recording Academy and say, hey, for a discount, because you're a part of ARA, you get to be a part of the Recording Academy? You never know.
And then guess what? With the Recording Academy, you actually need ding, 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 ding. You need somebody to actually help me out.
Wow.
Oh, you need somebody to actually speak up for you and
you need people to recommend you. Yeah, absolutely.
So how dope would it be for ARA to be one of your recommendations for the Academy, the Grammy Academy?
Yeah. Shout out to Robin McGee. She said I renewed my membership.
Robin, let me say this publicly.
Terry just did hers tonight, and Elton did his yesterday. And look, right quick, Morgan. Elton says, I accept the challenge, Morgan. Put me down, Chief, for sponsoring 2 members this year.
There you go. I'm going to challenge all my leaders. I'm going to do 2. I'm not challenging you to do 2, but at least
I can't let y'all beat me. So that means I got to sponsor 5 people. Look, I'm the president, so I got to do more than what y'all doing. So
I'm a sponsor 2 too. I'm gonna do me, and I'm a sponsor 2.
Look,
awesome.
I'm telling y'all, all y'all that are on this live, this is something that you want to be a part of. I've been a part of the Avidity team for what is going into my 2nd year now, and I honestly want to say it's one of the best companies that I've joined in a long time, and really feeling like the visionary is taking us somewhere, because you can join up with a lot of situations and then it's not going well. But Avidity, I'm telling you, from every aspect of it, it's going amazing. And even Derrick, I don't know if you talked about the shed, whatever.
I talked a little bit about it, but go ahead.
Man, look, let me tell y'all something. The way that honestly, and I'm so glad I have a leader that understands my heart. Because some things happened where we weren't able to get all the adequate things that we needed. And I went to my leader and said, Derrick, I said, I'm just going to go in here and be honest. Everybody in that room, I could go on their Instagram and prove that they could play. But that's not why I need y'all here. I need to tell y'all the truth. So we had a few more minutes moment with me giving just some hardcore facts about the truth of like, okay, I can play, I can sing, I can write, now what? And the information that was passed out in that session, I mean, I'm still getting phone calls and DMs about that session. And really, it became not proving how good you can play, but how much information you could obtain and move on forward. Because really, that's what it's all about. That's what Avidity is really all about. That's what ARA is all about. Giving you all the tools that you need to succeed. I promise you, I have sat and talked with our CEO for hours. And when I say he is 10 libraries worth of knowledge to help you out and really just to be in a space to sit at his feet and, you know, hear his heart for what y'all better start taking advantage of this stuff. Y'all bet. And I pray to God, honestly, when we do the next one, that if we have another shed, it's going to turn into that again. Because I love to see, you know, God's people hungry for knowledge. That the people perish for lack of what? Okay, knowledge. Thanks for my Bible readers. Yeah. Amen. Yeah. It's not for lack of skill. It's for a lack of knowledge. Yeah. So the shed,
and I want to say this, Morgan, too, to your point. I wanted to make sure for Chicago that the shed had its own standalone time, not conjoined with anything else. And that was something I made that decision that night. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow, this is really amazing. I think it needs its own space. Mm-hmm. So that, you know, we're not restricted in any way, but it has its own thing. So, you know, of course, as we're planning for what's coming up in Chicago, we've got so many. Look, I'm gonna tell you what I'm encouraged by. We have so much goodwill from Chicago area, whether it's the Sons, whether it's Pastor Leverett of the Greater House of Prayer Church there in Chicago. Shout out to Pastor Deborah and Pastor Galen Leverett, who are the pastors there, and their entire church, from their media, hospitality, they just go all out for anything that we do with Avidity. And I just want to thank them in advance for offering
thank y'all
help to us. And then, of course, the Exciting Holy Sons, the Earthen Vessels, the entire Hallam and Morton families there in the Chicago area are going to really make sure that Chicago is the best we've ever had.
Look, y'all better get book your hotels now. We are coming.
I'm getting excited.
We are coming.
Yeah.
Elton said it. We absolutely flipped the room, because once again, y'all don't have to prove to any of us that you can play or sing. That everybody can do that now. But the difference is, what are you going to walk away with that you can say, I can absolutely have this one piece of information that's going to take me further than what I was this past year.
Yeah. Right.
And that's all our CEO is promoting. He wants to give you all the tools, the platform, just to keep going further.
That truly is, Morgan, my heart desire. And what I'm happy about is that when I articulate the vision, that you and Tiffany and Jay and Elton and all of you guys, Terry and all of you, are able to hear the sincerity of my heart, but also see it put into action. I always say to y'all all the time, y'all know this in our meetings, I always say I try to model when I'm asking you. Mm-hmm. If I'm asking you to do something, I try to be the example of that for you. Because we've all been around leaders, and we've been a part of things where leaders asking for stuff that they don't do themselves.
Right.
And I definitely don't believe in that. I believe that leadership is I think I've been given a very great opportunity. God wants me to steward this the right way. And that's what we're trying to do here. And
man, so, you want to know, ask me what the funniest moment of the whole Avidity weekend was for me.
What was it?
So, you know, Derrick got me going out there in front of the audience, trying to get people to move and everything. Y'all know, let me tell y'all this. I ain't going to do this every time, but y'all know, I said, can y'all please move your seats closer? Because we want to make sure the camera action. So the church didn't want to move. I said, I give $100 to the first person that moved. And guess who moved? A 10-year-old, I think it was 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And I was about to get happy because I said, you got Cash App? He said, nope. And then his daddy come over and said, I do.
Yes, that was Nico Flowers.
That was Nico.
Nico was our Radio Vanguard Awards. Yeah, but that was his son.
But look, let me tell you, that was I said the Saints move when you say you're gonna give up money. But look, I ain't gonna do that every year. So look, I'm begging y'all, if y'all come to the awards, please just move. Get good.
Please do, and please help us. Help us. Saints, help us so we can do what we need to do. I want to get Tiffany in real quick because Tiffany is our director of artist relations. And so, Tiffany, I wanted to just get your opinion real quick. What you thought about the show? What excited you the most? You know, what? How was this weekend for you? Obviously, we were in New Orleans, which is your home city, which is where you live and are from and were raised. So, tell us what it meant to have the Avidity Awards in your city, and what you thought about the show.
Okay, so I wasn't excited, let's be honest. I wasn't excited
That's
about coming to New Orleans because
Right.
I knew it was going to be a lot of work. And whew, God help me. It was a lot of work, but then I had, you had some people that actually was excited about the war show coming and everything. And I thought, I said, Lord, please let these people do right and come out like they need to do. But I think the whole thing about that came together was through it all, it came together. No matter what the obstacles were, no matter what the things were happening, I believe that that God allowed us to have exactly what He wanted us to have. Sometimes we want more, but He did exactly what He needed to do. I felt some overwhelming feelings during the week before we got there, crying about it, but I was like, okay, God, I'm gonna trust you and we're gonna move on. So but I got excited was when we got in the theater and we had that tech rehearsal. Now we've never had a tech rehearsal all day, but it was amazing that I walked into the tech rehearsal and a lady, someone I didn't really know her face, but I knew she was one of the artists, but I didn't know her face. And I was like, hey Tiffany, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. She said, I'm Lisa. I said, oh, hey, Lisa, nice to meet you, whatever. She knew our names. Never had met us, but knew our name. That was something that lets you know that the independent artists were paying attention to who we are. They knew the names, and they went and found us on Facebook. And they became our friends. And I was like, oh my God, you really don't know who's paying attention. I promise you, after this show, I had about 10 new friends that I didn't have, that didn't accept my friend request, like when we were reaching out to them. And I said, we had, your vision, some of your vision were actually came to, fruition to all of us could see. But when we did the purple carpet, people was like, a purple carpet. And I was like, what color purple? Is he gonna do a dark purple or light purple? But the funny part about it was when I loved that it went from being just not the wall that that you envisioned that I saw when we was at Stella's, but it was a whole nother wall. Y'all got Sean to come in and do that, and I thought it was so amazing how all the colors came together, and how even though you just had purple, even though you wanted purple, gold, and green, but how all of it came together, and how the people that were coming, they was excited about being on the carpet, they were excited about being there, and there was some people that was excited just to meet each other and meet new people, and the show was amazing. The artists were on fire, whether they were in the pre-show or the main show, and one of the special yes.
Pastor Jay during that pre-show.
Listen, this is what I'm about to say to you. Listen, I want you to know that Pastor Jay Reed is my friend. We went to school together, high school together. And I met Jay when we was in high school. And he's been someone that has always been a shifter, should I say. And I'm saying this openly because he's my friend. But I've watched Jay do some things. Every time he come, I go, uh-oh, here come trouble. I want you to know this was my most exciting experience. And I was by myself. As much as I was running around trying to get people seated and stuff like that, Jay was singing. And I can hear in his voice that stuff was shifting, right? I came in there.
God. He shifted that pre-show so bad.
Listen, when he got to the point where he started saying, I need y'all to come tap in with me. I came in there to bring somebody in there, and I heard people speaking and talking, and I was like, oh my God. And he went to singing again, and I walked out into the little hallway. And when I tell you, I went into tears, like literally walking back into the foyer of the theater. I was
Tiff,
in tears because I can hear him.
Tiff, let me tell you something. Pierre, don't lie. It didn't have you shook. Pierre was back there in a full boo-hoo during the pre-show. I said, Pierre, now we still got a whole show to do. Don't you leave me now. Like, No.
When I tell
Get
you,
stuff together.
I
Yeah.
knew Jay, he had us going. And
Yeah.
I knew it was heavy and it needed to be done. He shifted so fast. It was like,
I mean, when I heard B Slade behind stage going in, I said, uh-oh. I said, all right now.
and that's what we look for, that everybody get an experience, even though it's an award show and we in business and we in this form of business, we look for the shifting of
We look for
everything
the move of
changing.
God.
Yeah, and that's what and that was our approval at that particular moment. Like, hey, we here, and this look what God did. Look,
Yep.
all the griping and fussing and not fussing, but just trying to get it done. And my thing is, it was amazing. It got done. No matter what has happened, no matter what has been said, God has proven a point. If He's in it, it's gonna make up. And my thing is, it wasn't exactly what our visionary wanted, but he got what God wanted in this new year of what He actually wanted him to come for. I already know Chicago gonna be stupid and crazy. I already know. I know, even though, Terry and them got a lot of work to do. I'm putting that because then they fit. And I know that they are looking forward to some major, doing some wonderful things. I know I know we're gonna I'm gonna have to pray on the quartet night, because I already fussed at the Holy Sons already. I had to get them together
I'm
on Monday
a
night.
white sheet at that
Listen,
quartet thing. Wipe me completely out. You hear me?
I want you to know them Holy Sons went to that doggone school and had them people up.
So we're gonna have our final moments because I gotta get off of here.
Okay.
But let me say this. I want to give a shout out to Dr. Ford, who's the president of
Yes.
Dillard University. I had a wonderful meeting with her on Monday afternoon with her, Reverend Brisbane, and one of the senior student leaders about potentially bringing a curriculum for independent artists education on the campus. And Dr. Ford really likes the idea. And so that led into I have a second meeting now coming up to do that. And so y'all keep your fingers crossed, but we're
We already in the same spirit. Come on, brother. We together. We all in
You should have
this
known how quick that was
together.
gonna happen.
but I'm so excited that what we're doing and what we did, even with the masterclass, made such a profound impact that I now have 4 Avidity Award ambassadors that are there on campus.
Yeah.
These are film majors, music industry majors, and theater majors that are now advocating. And they told me they showed up. They said they were coming on
yes.
the MLK event, and they did, and they stayed the entire time.
And they had a wonderful
They are
time.
lobbying the administration at the school to get me back there and to start that curriculum there. And so you guys keep praying. But to Tiffany's point, God has shown me that He's for us. And if He's for us, then He's more than the world against us. We have to just stay faithful and continue to do the work He's put in our hands. What I'm excited about is that this is more than just an award show. It's more than even just expanding the Avidity brand. But we are really making great impact across multiple facets. The work that we're doing in terms of advocating for mental health, wellness, and awareness in the Black community, on top of educating our artists, not only on what's important with the industry, but we're adding even some financial literacy componentry in this, where we're educating. We're going to bring in financial advisors and planners to help artists structure their labels so that their labels can then get funding to fund the projects they want to release. This, I'm telling y'all, what we're doing in ARA is just fantastic, and I put it up against any other organization of its kind, and it ain't even close. And I'm not saying that we're comparing ourselves. I'm saying it in the sense of the heart behind what we desire to do, the heart behind where we're going, and what we seek to, how we seek to elevate our members. I think it's just second to none. I'm even talking to certain realtors and brokers on how we can start a home buyer program within ARA to help all of us who desire home ownership achieve that goal. You know, so all I'm saying, y'all, this is the work we're doing. This is more than just an award show, without question. So let's continue to keep up the good work. Let's continue to do what God is calling us to do. Again, I love every last one of you. Morgan, I love you, man. I love you too, man. Thank you, guys. All my people in the chat, Pastor Jay, Robin, Chris, Pierre, Terry, everyone that's been on tonight, Anthony, all of y'all, man, Pierre, all of you guys. Thank you for just rocking with me, rocking with Avidity, and let's continue to take this thing to heights that we never even thought could happen.
My wife, we love you.
Where we're breaking ground. We're breaking ground on a production facility, and we're at the ribbon cutting for it, and people are just like, wow. All these things are possible to them that believe. The scripture tells us that. And so I believe. I don't know what y'all believe, but I believe.
We believe, but Mrs. Turner said she love you too. You gotta be listening.
Turner, I feel very Lenny Williams-ish. Girl, I love you. No matter what you do, 'cause I love.
That's right.
Love you.
Sing to her. And if y'all don't even know that our director is the leader of the craziness, we love each other because you have to be. You can't be a visionary and not have a sense of humor. Because his sense of humor is over the top. Yeah.
I'm gonna put it out there that me and Lonnie were on our best behavior this year.
Y'all was. They really was at tech rehearsal. They really were. They were good, even though he kept calling him his pastor, and people coming up to him not calling him pastor.
See what I'm saying? That ain't no best behavior.
But see, that wasn't a full disturbance though.
No, it wasn't, and it didn't disturb rehearsal. It went on time. When I tell you, Morgan even gave his band a break, and we didn't even know it was time to go to lunch. He didn't even tell us.
Well, anyway,
we love you.
Y'all, we got to get out of here because,
yes, we do.
And I'm gonna tell y'all really why we got to go, because Olive Garden got my order, and they just said, but they close in 16 minutes.
You need to go get your food, babe. You gotta get your food, babe. You gotta go get his food. You hungry.
But see.
And y'all see what we
I know that's sad. Y'all don't judge me. I know that's sad.
We getting kicked off for an Olive Garden, man.
Morgan, we gotta let him eat because he was fooling around this weekend. He wasn't eating like he was supposed to.
I know that's so sad. Ooh. And I was so professional a while ago.
It's okay. You need your food. You need your food, my love.
It was so professional a while ago, and I know it was so great. But y'all, listen, this Olive Garden has been in my spirit all day. And I already paid for it, so I gotta
go get your olive in your garden. Go get it.
I gotta cut this last short for my Olive Garden.
He said he feel it in his spirit.
I know it's sad. I know y'all gonna judge me.
No, we're not.
I know I would never hear the end of this.
Wait.
No, you're not.
Wait till I put in my employee survey. You wait till I.
Oh my God!
You gotta sit down, Morgan, real good, and make sure you type it out.
Hey, I tell you what, you guys, look. If y'all want to make fun of me because I gotta go get my Olive Garden, that's fine. I'm gonna take that criticism because this has been in my spirit all day. I've been on Olive Garden since about 11 o'clock this morning.
And you just get it?
Because I've been busy. Like,
You're supposed to be on break, remember?
see, Robin said, "Don't abandon your pasta ministry." Exactly, Robin. Thank you. Pasta is important. It is very
Derek,
important.
I'm just letting you know I'm gonna hit this leave button, but just know there's a text coming in the group chat. That's going.
I'm here for it, Morgan. I'm here for
Look,
it.
I don't care about I don't care about y'all making fun of me because you know what? The Olive Garden is very critical to my existence
Did
right
you
now.
get some bread? You getting some of that bread?
Look, I'm getting a salad
Ooh,
and I
he
put on
about to
my
eat.
dressing.
Morgan, he about to eat. Morgan, he need to eat big.
And look, I got spaghetti with meatballs and meat
No.
sauce, which I'm being extra fat tonight. But honestly, I feel like I feel like I have earned my meat sauce
Yes,
and
you
my
have.
meatballs only because
Yes, you do.
I had a
You
very
did.
trying week last week, and y'all know. And I
Yes,
did 2
yes,
jobs at
yes,
one time calling the
yes,
show. I was the
yes,
stage manager and I was the director of the show. So I have earned my meat
yes,
sauce
you did.
and my meatballs
And
in Olive Garden. So I don't care what y'all say.
sauce
Make
and
fun of me
and
all you
meatballs.
want to. It don't matter because I'm going to go get my stuff. Period. That's it.
Well, go get your stuff, baby. We don't want to stop you from eating.
So
I'll see y'all in the chat.
So
That's all
to
I'm gonna say.
everyone that everyone that joined us tonight, I just want to say I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for making the 8th Annual Avidity Awards the entire weekend a huge success. I love you. I love my team, even though they're going to read me for this and get me together.
This broadcast has been brought to you by Olive Garden, where we treat you like family.
Ooh. Morgan, we can't be the last people on the line.
So
we done brought all you can eat pasta back on behalf of video.
With the meatballs on the side with the sauce.
I don't care about y'all trying to make fun of me because I have earned this Olive Garden. That's all I'm saying.
Yes,
So
you did. You've earned every bit of it. Yes, you have. Yes,
so I
you
do
have.
not feel bad because I am treating myself to Olive Garden. I feel like I have earned this. So
yes, you have.
Make fun of me,
salad and all.
But I'm getting my Olive Garden. So, and on that note, I gotta go because they just texted me and said that it's ready in about 5 minutes. So it's right up the street. And I just thank God for Olive Garden being right up the street. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Glory to God.
Hallelujah.
I'm going to go on and just pray for it now so that when I get it, I can go and start eating. So, Father God, in
Yes.
Jesus' name, I just thank you for this Olive Garden I'm about to eat, Lord. I thank you for all of the wonderful meat sauce and the meatballs. And I thank you, Lord, for the super salad and breadsticks. And I thank you, Lord, that they gave me extra dressing to put on my salad because I really love extra dressing. And I thank you, Lord, for just letting me be here with these people, even though they're laughing at me, Jesus, that my Olive Garden is going to be off the chain and amazing. So, glory in Jesus' name. Whatever.
Amen. Not you over here saying amen.
See, Mrs. Turner know what time it is. I'm just saying. I just feel like, honestly, this, whatever. So, I'm about to go to my Olive Garden. I can't fool with y'all no more. Ladies and gentlemen,
we love you.
To this live tonight. Thank you for your support of the Avidity Awards. Be on the lookout for information about Chicago. We gotta go. Bye.